Why masturbation 77,769,420 ganshit no more Fortnite $19 Fortnite card with their spins the other direction.
Oh shit, okay, alright then. We could start, that's fine. Alright. Thanks a lot, Chris. Alright, hold on. Give me just a second. How's it going? So sorry about that. Play the Dolphy noises. No, I'm not gonna play the statement until it's time, okay? Thank you so much for the raid, Leonard. Oh, not Leonard. Chris. Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I actually meant to start streaming earlier. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so caught up in like watching you that I was like, fuck, okay, fine, I'll start now. Okay, wait, now I'll start now. Okay, I'll start now. So I appreciate the raid. Welcome in, Saysand, Gilhendo, Cheeto, welcome in. Amanax, Aeon, Leonard is waiting. Leonard is waiting. Is this a new? Yeah, it's a new username. Hey, Kuya Maya Stupa. Save us from boredom. Hey, Red Radius, welcome in. What are they watching? So the here, let me do this one. Let me just do this. So Chris was watching the Brianna Wu and Counterpoints conversation about Destiny, I suppose. So that was what was happening there. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I'll welcome in especially to the DGG refugees. You're all welcome here. It is true, Trump did not sign the deportation order for the DGG refugees. So, you know, everyone, all of y'all are welcome, okay? We're glad to have you. Sorry to hear that. Oh, no, Parse. We like DGGers, okay? I'll here, hold on. Why the hell is this happening to my camera? We like DGGers, okay? DGGers are fine. Oh, let me guess, it was sweeping? Oh yeah, it was absolutely sweeping. Okay, wait, is it still doing it? It's still doing the thing. Okay, hold on. So I got this like camera mount that like attaches to the wall. Because I noticed that every single time I move, my table has just a slight wiggle to it. And so because my camera was set up on top of my monitors, it, like, every little movement would, like, be amplified into the camera. What part of it? I've online poll muted? Wait, what do you mean by... what part of it? Oh, so the summary of the conversation between Counterpoints and Brianna Wu. I guess they have some kind of weird podcast together. I don't know anything about it, but it seemed like they had some podcast together. And they were specifically talking about Destiny, but the whole time it was like they took like an hour. No, they took a really long time to actually talk about Destiny. And then when they did, the first thing they did was bring up his, like, fucked up childhood. Hey, Mumbles, welcome in. I don't give a fuck anymore. Daily reminder that many want to forget most DGGs are not defending Destiny. Oh yeah, absolutely. Which is why, by the way, Saysand, that DGG refugees are welcome. Do we really? I mean, listen, I think that most DGGers are good people, okay? There's just a few bad eggs, okay? A few bad eggs, that's it. Hi, Baboof. Welcome in. And Somatic. They brought up him being abused, not being the abused. Yeah, that was the funny part of that conversation, was that they brought up how how he was like traumatized by watching his grandmother like euthanize dog after dog for like no really good reason. I like your mug. Oh, it's a cute little mug. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's a Starbucks mug. But you know, I couldn't resist it. It's just so cute. DGG refugees can pay for their citizenship here as they have sent. Listen, I think they'll just be like any other citizens. They'll work, they'll pay their taxes, you know. They'll contribute to their community. Why do you hate Palestine? Hey Tessie, welcome in. Also, I don't know if I said it hi earlier to you. But yeah, it's been, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This whole Destiny drama has been absolutely vital to like keeping my mind off of the shit this week. And it's honestly pretty, it's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I kept telling people, but I'm almost kind of glad that like Heem isn't around to watch his favorite streamer go down in flames. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been nonstop. I'm kind of, hey Empire, welcome in. But yeah, you've been having no chill this week. I like it. I mean, I guess you could say that. I have been more like a little bit more spicy lately, but I think that's warranted, right? D's welcome in. I'm sure of them that some of them are good people. Oh god. But yeah, no. Today though, like, I actually have no real plan. I do want to chill. I want to get caught up in Dark Souls. You know, I just want to chill, you know? Who likes Destiny? Gilhendo, I remind me from where I kind of found you. Were you like where did you come from, or where were you associated with? You know what I mean, on Twitch poll. Hey, Salty Squid Stream, welcome in. Also, do we have is the hold on. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Hey, Monolith 40K, welcome in. How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Mad Lad. Mad Lad giving Butt Stuff Enjoyer a subscription. Thank you so much. How you been, buddy? Are you feeling better? Recovered? Everything like that? Also, he's so whiny. Heem Flower? Okay, Heem. Okay, so you were Heem. Okay. I wouldn't say that following Destiny's drama is chilling. Well, I mean, I guess, okay, hold on. Yes and no. Yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, when I say that it's, oh, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm speaking about it a little flippantly, right? I'm not actually gonna cover any of the drama or anything like that. The title is just kind of clickbait, if I'm gonna be quite honest. But the thing is that there's just been a lot going on this week with all the executive orders and me figuring out what I'm doing, you know? So yeah, like, compared to everything else, yeah, it's actually kind of chill, because it's just, we just get to follow it. I get to analyze shit. I can like pick it apart and like look at it in like various different angles and see what other people have to say about it. So yeah. I think I'm gonna go sleep. 19 minutes after midnight. Take care, friendo. Nice seeing you, Monolith. Thanks for the follow. If you think D is a cool guy besides being good at debates, you either didn't look close enough or have severe problems with yourself, and I mean it, even without taking into account recent drama. Well, Artemis, I think that the thing is that... So, I've never really been a Destiny fan, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Mostly because, I entered Twitch poll from a completely different angle, right? Like, I entered Twitch poll like from the left, essentially, mostly because she's a Vosh. Unironically though, Leonard, that's who I first started watching. Like, I think it was actually the election. It was the 2016 election, I think. No, not 2016. It was the 2020 election, right? And I started by watching Vosh, and then I got into, like, Demon Mama, and then and then what happened? Oh yeah, I got into VG. I got into Heme because Demon Mama, like, reacted to a Heme video one day, and that was how I found Heme, right? I started watching Wash too, but then I learned he was a fucking loser. Sorry about dipping it out instantly, Beans. I was still in voice chat with Monolith for a bit, but Cheeto told me about how you complimented me, so I just wanted to thank you for being the most loyal Orbiter. Well, I'm not actually gonna take that thanks because I'm not an Orbiter. I'm not an Orbiter. I watched Vosh, found Loner, went from YouTube to Twitch for poll. Gotcha. You will be rewarded once I've made it big, not in the Destiny... I would hope not in the Destiny way. What is DGG? I forgot. Toby Fox, DGG is what people call, like, Destiny's, fan base, I guess? My roommate got new watching Vosh for a bit, but he whines too. Groomed by Vosh. Ooh, heem. When I found out Ice Beans used to be a Demon Mama stand, I was shocked, to be honest, but she was de-radicalized. It was weird. I definitely, I don't know. It was weird because I remember thinking at the time, like, I remember seeing Demon Mama and I remember thinking, who would watch, like, an 8-hour stream, you know? Like, who's sitting around watching 8 hours is too damn long, you know? And it was still at the point where, like, even watching, like, a 3-hour YouTube video or whatever would be too much. Like, I'd have to break it up into segments, you know what I mean? And then I found out very quickly how easy it is to become a person who, like, hangs around for an 8-hour stream, you know what I mean? DGG is also the chat he uses on his own website. Yes, I think I think also welcome in Uni. I think if I'm like that's why it's like he's the original GG, right? Like he's the first person who had the GG website. I watched him from the time of John Tron debate and progressively becoming more and more disillusioned about the guy. I can still enjoy him burning some MAGA folks, but that's it. It's pure entertaining in a very narrow area now. Well, okay. I'm gonna be, like, see, here's the thing is that, like, obviously, before, like, yeah, okay, so I was, like, in Demon Mama, got into Heme. Heme was where I got exposed to, like, a lot of different perspectives, a lot more lib perspectives, I would say. And, like, you know, we have the odd conservative, blah, blah, blah. And the, and I think that, like, that helped me round it out a bit, you know? Like, obviously, I got made fun of endlessly for being a Demon Mama fan, even back then, right? Funnily enough, not unlike how some people will make fun of, like, Hassan fans now, you know? I was most shocked about finding out who she had a convo with on another live streaming platform. Shut up, Pars. Can I remove some emotes? Yeah, Saysen, yeah, go ahead. If I see that there's an emote that, like, you remove that I kind of want to keep, then, you know, we'll just figure it out. Yeah, and that's why we need to remove some, because I've actually I've maxed out on the fucking 1,000 emote slots. Okay, so same with the long stream thing. Yeah, exactly. All right, good night, Amonax. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Ice Beans go live. Hey, hi, Harper's waiting. Welcome in. People just hated D because he wasn't far left enough. I think people hated D because he, like, I mean, I think he really, because it was, I would say that it's because he turned on the lefties. I don't think that, like, I'll say that my hate of DGG, of Destiny, well, not DGG, my hate of Destiny came kind of pre-installed because I was a Demon Mama fan, right? So I like naturally picked up on all of the biases that they had, and I think that, like, over time I've definitely softened up towards well, prior to this drama, I had definitely softened quite a bit up to Destiny, to the point where I did think. And, well, okay, I don't know about now, because obviously now I think his political career is probably going to go into the toilet. But, like, up until this point, he was, you know, he was doing, like, more serious political things. He was, like, doing, like, Jubilee shit. He was talking, like, Congress people, doing all these, like, canvassing events and stuff. So, you know, his kind of shitty, like, Twitter behavior and, like, the lefty bashing, like, wasn't such a big deal, or it wasn't like it was being paired with these other more serious things, you know, like him going on to like Piers Morgan, or wait, was he he's been on Piers Morgan, right? Hasn't he been on Piers Morgan? I might be mistaking, but just like he's now at that kind of, or at least until very recently, he was that kind of level, right? So that was nice, because he is somebody who is quite competent at debating, and I think that I think that, like, the whole concept of, like, the dirtbag left or whatever, like, we kind of do need those kinds of people. We kind of need Piers Morgan, but the lefties, you know. Unironically, Loner lessened my distaste for Tiny. I think that's the, yeah, I mean, I think the distaste for Destiny definitely, like, I mean, recently, you know, whenever he made a more, like, he had that turn towards, like, bashing the right again. We've always needed them and always had them. They're not in short supply. Yeah, but Leonard, I would say that, like, how many of them would you say are, like, actually good and not just, like, here, I'm here to dunk on you? And I will dunk on you, but not actually bring anything substantial to the table. You know what I mean? Sadly, I doubted political people recovered from bigger things than this. Okay, yes and no. I think that, like, like, do I think his career is over? Probably. It's weird, because it's like, on one hand, it's like, is his career actually over? I don't feel like, I mean, I feel like, look at Vosh, right? Like, Vosh's career is not over. His collaborations with other people are mostly over, though. Hey, Turtle Messiah. Wait, this is Asmongold. Burge, leave. He's increased his sub count. Yeah. I think that, like, I mean, I think it's just the case that over time, you're gonna get back to where you were, just over time, right? Like, Twitch has, like, a goldfish memory. I feel like I learned that with the Vosh thing, and then, you know, and I feel like there was one more person that I'm thinking of, that I was thinking of earlier, but I feel like people do have a goldfish memory a little bit, right? And I think that this, though, is pretty bad, because at least with Vosh, it was more of a, I would say that with Vosh, you still had people who were like, I mean, you still have, like, a chunk of, like, the online poll people who don't, well, either they don't find Lolly, like, condemnable, or like, you know what I mean, or like there was a little bit more, I feel like there was a little bit more give with that situation. And with this situation, it's like, okay, up until, for example, like the cherry thing, it was like, okay, maybe there's some room here, and then I feel like, this is my impression of it, I feel like then the cherry thing dropped, and then everybody was like, and I feel like that was a turning point for a lot of people, where it was like, okay, this isn't just extortion, and like, you know what I mean, like you had all these weird, like, I feel like there was an effort to like narrativize the situation a little bit, and then the cherry thing dropped, and then people were like, okay, hold on. Wait, what do you mean by this emote? What emote? Which emote are you talking about? Oh, okay, sorry, the social stream doesn't actually show me. Way too geometric. Oh my god, you removed Yee! Vosh did not hurt anybody, but his image, so it's worse, yes? Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that. His image definitely took a hit. I suppose you could say that Vosh hurt, like, I would say that, like, the doubling down and stuff was not great for his supporters, but then life went on, right? People removed themselves or stayed according to their own, like, values and stuff, and their own judge of, like, Vosh's character and his actions. But this is like, don't remove Yi, what the fuck? Wait, it's funny because did you re-add Yi? Why do you have 12 number peoples? Those were added by Chodole. Also, Ergi, welcome in. Ergi! Washers, Keffels, and Tipster. Man, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've thought about that. Like, when did that happen? Does anybody remember when the taxes thing happened? Destiny has for recent years been more of the rebellious leftist child of conservative parents vibe more than the dirtbag drifter vibe. Yeah, that's not a bad, like, tag or title for him. A year ago? Wait, really? It's only been a year? Wait, has it actually been a year? Only a year? I feel like it's been forever ago. Around tax time last year? Wait, was it actually around tax time last year? Oh no. Oh no. Hey, 2-bit dork, welcome in. I finally got the social stream working, so I actually have, like, I don't have to look at 2 chats now. Next, I'll work on getting up, like, I think I want to get the featured chat where you can click on someone's chat and have it come on screen. I think I want that at some point. I think I want to put that in. But yeah, to go back to what Parts was saying earlier, so unfortunately, Trump's executive order, it did, so it removed my telework capability. So, unfortunately, I have to basically look for a new job. What is this? Now, this is the one problem with Social Stream, or at least I haven't figured out how to do this yet. You can't click on links directly. Can you play Planet? Whoa! That is such a mouthful of a name, Mumbles. Yo mama's a link. Okay, wait, what is this? Oh, this was the Vosh. Oh my god. This clocking stream, dude. Oh, I had so many thoughts about this. I had so many thoughts about this too. Like I remember having like a whole thesis for this for the H3 thing. Like I actually thought that at the time I thought that H3 actually did a kind of poor job of like covering the whole wash thing. You just got Mr. Mumbled. Yeah, that's true. What is this? It looks like it's for yeah, first person. Wait, what is this game? Planet Invertigiganskonanen. Wait, Scanonin Commandant. Has H3 ever covered anything well? Me and Leonard in green room. Oh no. Ooh, what is this? Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome in.
I was here for the last stream, so I figured I'd come over.
Yeah, well, how's it going? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm making some sausages. Hopefully,
nice.
It's not making a lot of noise in the background.
How did I fuck up, Pars? Or was that you?
That wasn't me.
Nah, I just wanted to do that.
Nice. Welcome in, Pars.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have something on your mind.
Let me turn down some. Me, nah, I just wanted to say my condolences on your loss.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all.
I mean, it's not fine because I'm still coping and seething about it, but like, you know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It is. I was also contemplating if it was insensitive to say, this is what you get for leaving Canada. But then again, the joke might be on me because it might be America soon.
Yeah.
True.
But then also like even if it isn't gonna be America number 2, isn't like Canada's not doing great either, right?
Well, we were about to do better, and then Trump happened.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Trump happened, but I mean like just in general, I feel like Canada's probably also not. I mean, there was a reason we moved down. You know what I mean? It wasn't because America was better. It was because like Canada, we couldn't afford like a house in Canada.
Right.
But that's
no, I get that.
yeah. Also, wait, we do have a. I thought we had a sausage emote. Oh, yeah, we do have one sausage. We have a. We have a.
I'm just making a little bit of a snack. Okay, that's not that big of a deal.
Listen, okay, people are talking. People are talking about sausages now. Okay.
I see that.
People.
Yeah, wait, Seisan, if you want to remove, I would say
Italian sausage. Not a big deal.
Since you're cleaning house in there, okay. Wait, if you're cleaning house in there, if you see, it might be better to remove like the ones that I've.
So many emotes. You've added them to my 7TV as well.
Yes.
By the way, like every time you add an emote, you also add it to my channel. I have no idea how many emotes are in my channel anymore. I can't remember the last one I
It's
added.
because I'll tell you why. Okay. Also, welcome in everybody that I haven't said hi to. I will put up ball pit mode. Okay, ball pit mode is on. Here's my rationale. Okay, if like this is okay, anytime I'm in a chat, some meme comes up, right?
Yeah.
Like if somebody adds an emote or we do something, we engage in the meme, and then I think, okay, what's the context of this? Who's in this chat right now? Oh, Leonard? Oh, Seisan? Okay, yeah, here, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively add it to their channels as well, so that when we inevitably need that emote in your channel, we'll have it. Also, put stop being mean back.
Don't you have a default setting on your 7TV where when you add an emote to your channel, it adds it to all of the other channels where you're an editor?
No, it's actually not. I actually do, I don't know if there's even, I don't even know if that's a feature.
I feel like you once told me that was the reason that I had so many emotes in my 7TV when I first noticed it like 2 years ago.
It's no. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you. No, I'm not lying.
Like
let me tell you.
years.
Let me tell you what happens. Okay. No, it actually does not work like that. Okay. I just changed the. No, I like the other variant. No, I like the other variant. Say sand.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, like, if I went back through my 7TV emote page right now, I feel like
no,
you
let
would
me show
probably
you.
have like 85% of the recent additions.
No, let me show you. How? Hey, GT, how high are those balls gonna build up? Well, they're gonna build up until they fill the screen. Okay, like
That's what ball pit mode is.
That's
okay?
what ball pit mode is.
There's
Also, welcome
a lot
in.
of L's on screen right now, and you can thank Heem for that.
Welcome in, Inner Bean. Beans is an emote editor for Chris New, and they don't get added on his channel. Yeah, no, because with Chris, I'm a little bit more okay. So this is exactly what I mean, right, Leonard? Because I see you like you and I engage in a lot of the same kind of memery in other channels, and so that's why I'll add them to like your channel.
That's fair.
I am
like
being,
if you added Dolphy, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So like, okay, and especially if I know, okay, these same chatters are going to be in this channel as well. Oh yeah, these same chatters show up in Watsaku stream. Let's go ahead and add them to Watsaku stream, you know?
Yeah,
all right, I'm turning ball pit mode
Look,
off.
I'm just saying, I think you might have taken your editorial license a little far. There are a lot of emotes in there I don't recognize. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I went through my 7TV and I was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. I've never used that.
Okay, here, let me show you, okay? But actually though, let me show you. So whenever you, I don't know if you're looking at my stream, whenever you go to like an emote.
Yeah, you don't even have Dolphy in your own channel right now.
Wait, I don't? I think when I'm on mobile, sometimes I don't like go to, just the way that the way that the new 7TV has done it is a little more annoying to add it to several channels at once.
Sure.
So like, okay, here, let's go to Dolphy. It's actually like, first of all, when you search for like, you can't. It's so stupid. They've made it all a little bit more dumb. So like, okay, dolphin. Let's just search for dolphin. Is this the one? I think this is it.
There's got to be a more sexual dolphin emote, right?
There probably is. I was making food. What's going on?
We can add it to Rezzy's channel.
So here, no, Rezzy's channel is all. Oh, right. See, okay. Chris Speaks. It's in Chris Speaks. It's in Rezzy's. Here, let's add it to mine. Leonard's. Do you see though what I have to do? Like I have to go.
I see. Yeah, you have to click it as you go.
I have to go in and like click on whoever. Okay, so Watsaku would probably use it, right? Everybody else, okay, no, I'm good, you know?
Search for Rezzy and you'll find sexy dolphin. That's true.
Rezzy?
No, that's just what Rabbit Wombat said in chat. I was just reading chat.
Also,
everybody knows what he's been up to. It's
don't
crazy
add that DGG shit to
the
my
tape hasn't leaked yet of him breaking into SeaWorld that one night.
ISIS deported all them balls.
What has he been up to?
Oh yeah, we need to get a timestamp for that for people who don't know the memes.
He's been sneaking into into SeaWorld to go down to the dolphin tank, getting them to rotate along their vertical axis. Okay,
oh, no.
Touching them the long way.
He touching them.
Oh no.
Yeah, the dolphin meme has certainly
it's
taken
birthday,
off.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's his birthday.
It's taken off. Yeah.
So if we, maybe we'll raid into him later and we'll wish him a happy birthday.
He is supposed to stream today, isn't he?
Sir, that's not what the blowhole is for.
Yeah, see?
Oh my god. I don't know why yeah.
He tries to deny it, but it's pretty clear. It's
a good meme. I'm glad you made it. Or I'm sorry. I'm glad you brought it into the light.
Into the light, yeah.
His denials smell fishy.
It's not the only thing that smells fishy. Okay, he's been dipping his hand into the chum bucket.
Oh my god.
Do you think he enjoys the taste of dolphin milk?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't get the joke and I barely watch Resi, but I'm just happy to be here. Basically, Testy, Leonard...
Basically, he fucked a dolphin. So...
He'll change his tuna! No, he, there was a singular joke made, during, like, one of his his last gaming stream, and everybody took it and ran with it. So I remember showing up to the gaming stream and everybody was just... It was just dolphin memes all the way down, and now that's just the theme of his stream right now is dolphins.
This is a sickness. We do not want to.
Hey, Wazy. They call it a blowhole for a reason. Sir, that's not the we need a suitably squeaky voiced person to say like, sir, that's not what the blowhole is for.
We should get a recording of that, yeah.
Also, there's a Dolphavere PNG tuber now. I have no idea who made this.
That's crazy.
I have a feeling that somebody asked Kid Botkin to create that, because it looks very much like something that Kid Botkin would do, but also it could have been
so well done.
It could have been made by Smatic though, so I'm not quite sure.
I can't believe that the meme took on so much power that it became one of his PNG tubers.
Okay, I think the PNG...
It was just like a thing that I mentioned. I just kind of asserted it during Jackbox. And chat was like, yeah, that definitely happened.
I will say that like it's funny how how some things will become like PNG tuber, like they'll just become part of the PNG tuber lineup, and then over time you'll see like which ones are like the favorites, you know,
the crowd favorites,
the crowd favorites,
like which ones people fight over with their channel points to get into Switch avatars. Yeah, it's actually a good idea. I think it works mostly because Resi streams so fucking much. Because otherwise, I feel like I would probably tell somebody like, oh, this is probably gonna dilute like who you are. You know what I mean? Like if somebody comes in, yeah. I've had like a demon sleep schedule this week, and I've watched so much Resi.
I mean, to be fair, I usually I remember, especially during like the Kid marathon, like it was nothing but Kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can
didn't
kind
watch
of
that much of his marathon, but I do remember him being on for like 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was the end count, the end day count or whatever, but it was definitely something along the lines of 3 months. Oh, it was Chai and Omni.
Long.
Okay. Well, I can understand if it was Omni, but I just mean that like the actual like it just looked like, I don't know. I'll figure out. I'll try to figure out what I mean. Like it's just that Kid Botkin in Kid's Discord has like, you can ask him to generate images. So that's why I said it looked like it was something created by Kid Botkin. What were you saying, Leonard?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think you interrupted me at all.
Oh no, you were saying yeah.
He was saying that he had a demon sleep schedule this week and only.
Oh yeah, so I had watched a bunch of Resi. Yeah, I'd just been like, my sleep's been weird, but so has Resi's apparently because of the DGG coverage. So I've just been like on the wavelength with him.
Yeah. Yep.
With the weird sleep, and I've just caught a ton of his streams. So I've just like gotten to watch the situation evolve and also the dolphin meme evolve. And it's been great, really.
It'll be good to see. It'll be interesting to see how it like.
We should take Resi to SeaWorld.
No, we need to take Grackle to the ocean. Okay.
Has Crackle never seen the ocean?
Wait,
I'm sorry,
wait,
what?
wait, Leonard, do you not know this? No, wait, hold on a second.
I don't know this.
No, wait a second.
What?
This is absolutely a thing. Also, Seisan, keep that. That's a very special emote that totally added. Grackle has never laid his eyes on the borders of our country, okay? He's like the actual border. He's never been to the ocean. He's never been to the beach. He doesn't.
That's like such a weird. That's like such a different category on. That's like, what a different being he is from me.
I know, right?
That's so crazy. Like he's never seen the ocean.
No, he doesn't.
That feels like such a fundamental human experience. That's up there with like you've used fire before, like with. Like you had sex, like like you need to. In order to be a part of the human experience, you have to see the ocean at least one time in your life.
Poor people are such a different breed. No, come on, Seisan. Okay, hold on a second. I understand. Okay, I think
you don't need to be rich to see the.
It could be from an airplane. Like I don't care.
Well,
like,
I don't think.
See it. With
I don't think
eyes.
he's. I don't think he's. Okay, well, I don't know about seeing it from an airplane. To be honest, I don't know. That's actually a good question that I would probably ask Grackle if he's ever been on a plane. You know, but this is the thing is that because here's the thing is that this for Grackle, it's like. It's not that you've never been to the ocean, like that in itself is like a shocking thing for me. It's more like, okay, that kind of makes sense, and that also makes sense, given who you are and what you think. You know what I mean?
The next question, though, is like, that kind of implies he's never left his general area. Has he ever been outside of like 100-mile radius of the town that he lives in? Or what kind of...
I think
he sounds
never...
like a townie.
I think I don't know if he's ever said this, but I feel like I think he's been outside of his state.
Well, that's progress.
But
okay,
what the fuck is this, homeless?
His way to the ocean, but I guess got scared partway through and turned around.
Maybe you can travel thousands of miles and never reach the ocean. Yeah, okay. I think know. I think that in America,
depending on where you are.
In America, that's kind of true.
In America, that's definitely true. We're like 3,500 miles wide, maybe probably longer actually. I think it's like 4,500.
Also, yeah, that Cherry, like Xandahal and Cherry, is exactly the reason why we have that homeless emote. By the way, Seisan. He has been to Chicago. I feel like.
What did Xandahal do?
Oh, Lefty's making fun of the poor. What? No, he. Xandahal, oh my god. Okay, so in a nutshell.
What did he do?
In a nutshell.
Okay.
He here, let's make fun of the lefties for Seisan, okay? So Xandahal is he's a very special person. He he's had some very questionable life decisions himself, right? So for example, he didn't at the point of time of the story, did not have a bank account. He did not trust in banks. I think that was the reasoning. He did not
have a bank. Okay.
He kept all his money.
Okay, go on.
He kept all his money in a PayPal account.
Nah. No, he didn't.
No, he absolutely.
No.
And I think that if I'm understanding correctly, wasn't it that his PayPal got like hacked, and he like lost all his money, or there was some shit that happened because his PayPal got hacked, and
there's no way that's a true story.
His ex used it for drugs? I thought it was his Steam wallet? Okay, wait. Somebody tell me the actual story then. I know that I know for sure he had a PayPal account because he wasn't using a bank account. He was using PayPal as his bank. And then this...
Is this the leftist utopia they've been preaching about? No banks required?
No banks. Both. She bought a bunch of shit on his PayPal? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then the homeless thing was when he was supposed to, so he did something for PV, and they were supposed to like be paying him, and his editor was the one who set up everything with PV, like set up the direct deposit and set up all the payment information with them, right? And I think his editor, who was named Cherry, she like, I think she made a mistake in some of the information, like the account or the routing number or whatever. And so when he was supposed to get paid like $4,000 or something from PV, it didn't go into his bank. It didn't go into his bank account because the information.
He didn't have any.
Yeah. And so he was supposed to be paid, and apparently he was supposed to have been using that money right away to like get a new apartment or something. And so when he found out that this had happened, he like went the fuck off on his in his editor's DMs, and like literally like what Leonard is saying in chat, like Cherry, homeless, I will be homeless, Cherry, I will be homeless, V. Like he literally he does the thing where he like sends message after message after message in like a couple of hours of time span. Yeah.
I would flip the fuck out too if I were him. Yeah.
I mean, that on one hand, it's like, okay, first of all, this is a very common mistake that happens in payroll, right? Like people messing up, and that's why like a normal business will often ask for like a voided check or something so that they can verify the information that you give them, right? That's number one.
Yeah. So
that probably tells you something about how PV is operated, that they didn't ask for this, apparently, right? And then the second thing is, even if like, okay, fine, you relegated that to your editor fucked up. Oh, by the way, this editor was also like more than just an editor, because she was also like basically his secretary, right? And like she was doing everything for him, essentially. So first of all, It's like, okay, you didn't do this yourself. This is an adult thing that you could have done, but you didn't do this yourself. You had to pass it off to someone else. B, okay, they made a mistake, but you don't have to like go the fuck off on them. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if it's a mistake this big and this monumental, not mostly due to his own fault.
Yeah.
I could see why he would flip the fuck out, because he would, if he doesn't have the money and he lives in the States, he would functionally be homeless.
I mean, I think it was, don't get me wrong, I understand being mad, right? I understand being mad that like somebody that you, like essentially you've given this job to someone, they fucked it up, and now because of that fuck up, you are out of a bunch of money. I understand being mad,
How much money did he lose?
It wasn't even that he lost it, because you know normally what happens is that you would just correct the information and then they would reissue the funds, right? So it was like $4,000, and it was supposed to, I think he was supposed to have put like a deposit on an apartment. So maybe let's say about $2,000, like give or like, you know, under $2,000. That's what he would have needed to like secure an apartment, right?
Yeah, no,
you can't.
I could definitely see why he would flip the fuck out and spaz out on his editor like that. No, that's actually, it's reasonable, but him not having the proper precautions.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's his fault, and obviously this would lead to him being his fault. Him flipping out, you know, it's expected.
Yeah. Wait, what is this jabasted meaning? Oh, jabasted? But no, like I think that I don't know. On one hand, it was just very funny to see the way that he flipped out, because like the way that I would flip out on somebody would be very different to this. I wouldn't send them here. Let me actually pull it up, okay? Because this is just very fucking funny.
If you entrusted someone to basically given the information to receive like $4,000.
Hey, Jasul, welcome in.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like anyone would flip the fuck out.
Okay, hold on. Wait, no,
also,
but wait. Yeah. Okay.
Assuming he is also young as well. I imagine, what is he? Our age, or is he like younger, in his like mid-20s?
He's younger, I would say. He is younger.
Okay, I mean, I feel like we're giving him a hard time. For good reason, but I mean, I feel like we're giving him too hard of a time.
Icebeats would send one concerned message and then forget about it at the first response. Okay, Turtle, I've realized just how bad my like ADHD is.
What?
Like it's so
You would
it's
ghost
so
your
bad.
own secretary.
What do you think is the largest body of water Grackle's ever seen?
Probably some kind of lake, right?
Yeah,
would
but
say.
like which one? Like how big? Is it like a lake he can see the other side of, or is it like
Which
a
state?
really,
Which
really
state
big
does he live
lake?
in?
Hmm?
I don't think it would be like Great
I think
Lakes.
Missouri?
Yeah, Missouri. Aeon said Missouri.
Yeah, I think Missouri.
Like Michigan. Yeah, probably, yeah.
I don't think he's been to the Great Lakes. I mean, maybe he has.
Mississippi
I feel like
River?
He would mention that. I mean, you can see the other side of the Mississippi. That's not. It's not that big.
And also, okay, I'll take the bait. I'll take the bait, say Sand, okay? I don't think you have to be rich to be able to like go to another state and see the ocean.
Especially not once in your life. There are plenty of people who are broke as fuck that live in trailer parks for their entire lives that can take one vacation to a place they want to see somewhere in their life.
Hey, Headless, welcome in. You don't have to be rich. Well, yeah, but I mean, I think that's
Especially if it's in the country. It's like, what, you live in Arkansas and you want to, at one point in the next 50 years, take a trip to Florida to see the ocean. Like, yeah, you can probably do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's.
I'm sorry, Say-san, but if you haven't seen the ocean ever in your lifetime of, let's say, fucking 80 to 90 years, that's a little weird.
I didn't see the
Seeing
ocean.
The ocean is a human experience. You should do it.
It's not hard to imagine him not being able to afford a trip like that. No, okay, let me clarify it for you. Part of why this is so amusing, okay? It's not that we're finding it amusing that he probably like can't afford to like take a vacation or whatever it is and go see the ocean. No, part of like the thing that makes it funny is that like he has never had that desire, or he's never had like the opportunity to be like, you know what, we're gonna go to the beach today, or like he's not been in that position. He doesn't want to leave the country. He doesn't want to go out of the country. So this kind of falls in that same line. He has zero desire to like pick up and go see the ocean.
Yeah, the thing that's funny about it is how uninterested he is in the world around him.
Yeah, no, that's the point.
It's not even about leaving the country, it's just about seeing the world. He doesn't even want to leave the immediate area that he lives in. He doesn't want to go on a vacation. He's not interested in seeing the world. He doesn't want to see the ocean. He will be buried in the earth without ever having seen a body of water where he can't see the other side of it.
What's wrong with that? Okay.
And that's just something that he doesn't have a problem with.
Okay.
And that is something I judge him for, because I think that his life is a bad painting and a worse fictional story.
Let me and you know, maybe it's a bit of, maybe if you want to call it like classism or something, I guess there's an argument to be made there, right? Because it's weird, because if you take like, for example, if you take like Sri Lankans, right? Even Sri Lankans who don't necessarily like leave the country ever, they probably have passports, right? I feel like for somebody to not have a passport in like Europe, I don't know. Europeans, correct me if I'm wrong.
It's not even about like, do you want to travel the world? Do you want to learn world history or culture or any shit like that? It's like, do you want to travel 100 miles to see a place that is different from the place that you live in? It's like not a crazy question. It's like, how interested are you in seeing the different parts of the place that you live? There are some people who are just incredibly uncurious, which is what's funny about it to me.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Seisan. I'm not judging the passport thing. I remember like when I first came here, I did judge the passport thing, and then it was that I did realize like, okay, yeah, Americans don't really have like, when they travel, it's, first of all, it's like prohibitively expensive to travel outside of America, Number one. Number two, like it's just so much easier to go to another state and have like a completely different experience or whatever it is. So like, you know, a lot of Americans are satisfied by traveling to other states when they travel, right? So I understand that. I understand why why many Americans wouldn't have passports, but you do have to understand that that is a bit of a mind shift when you're talking to somebody who is like not from America. Right? Does that make sense? So just like, and so the thing is that with most Americans, even Americans who don't have passports, right? You would still, and even Americans who don't have like a real desire to leave the country, I would still say that they would have like a curiosity about places, right? So it's not
even if they don't.
Yeah.
Even if they don't, I mean, the U.S. is fucking massive, and there's a lot of different environments. You're gonna tell me you don't even travel within your own country, or even within your own state? That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Even if you don't find it affordable to really travel, quote unquote.
I guess what I'm saying is that it's more like when he says I haven't seen the ocean, it's not like I'd like to go someday. It's that. Like, yeah, why would I go to another state? Why would I go to another country? It's like that kind of mentality. It has, like, yeah, sure, you could say it's related to, like, the fact that they can't do those things, but...
Being so poor that you're homeless and that you can't possibly afford basic needs, no less a vacation, is one thing. And nobody blames people in that situation for not traveling, but that's not Grackle. So, like, I do blame Grackle for not taking a 12-hour car ride to see the ocean at any point in the last 10 years. That's something that he is totally capable of taking a weekend to do, okay?
Or 30 years.
Let's stop infantilizing Grackle for a second and be like, motherfucker, take a fundamental human interest in the planet you live on. There's an ocean that science describes that you've literally never seen with your eyes. Look at it.
I think it has more so to do with the
simple.
Well, it has for me. It has more so to do with like the surrounding, the beliefs that are kind of surrounding that, right? Because Grackle loves shitting on Europe. He loves shitting on like California, right? He loves shitting on states that are left,
places
right?
He's
never been to, and like and so it's not like, oh yeah, you have to have been to these places to know what it's like and therefore criticize them. It's not like that at all. It's just funny that like when he makes those statements and then it turns out he hasn't done something like going to the ocean and experiencing a body of water where you actually can't see the other side. I would join VC if you would have started streaming later. Oh no, say sad. Being poor where all your money sucked up by your living expenses, even if you make fairly good money, is common. No, don't get me wrong, Deez. I understand living paycheck to paycheck. 100%, because that was me prior to like being like part of like the dink lifestyle, right? Don't get me wrong. But like on one hand it is it's kind of a, on one hand it is kind of a priorities thing. Like if you have room in the budget and your priority is like travel, then like you are going to find a way to make that happen, right? Like I have a friend who...
Even if you just make it your priority for a little bit of time, like you can go on one trip, you know?
Also, what is Cheeto? I saw Cheeto talking about a poll, but I don't see a link. Did you have a... Oh wait, hold on. No, 11% of Americans have never traveled outside the state in which they were born. 13% they've said they've never been in a plane. So it doesn't seem that unusual. Doesn't seem that unusual for an American to have never seen the ocean. Yeah, no, I guess that, again, it's not that it's unusual. It's just that it's like, when paired with the other things that we know about Grackle, it's funny.
Yeah, but like, also, we judge that 11% of people who have never left their state. Like, that's crazy. We have a word for people like that. The word that we use for people like that is townies. There are people who live in the same town that they were born in, that they grew up in, that they never left, they went to high school in, that they either also went to college in or didn't go to college in and got a job, and they never went anywhere in the world except the town that they grew up in.
I think
That's
you guys...
11% of people. Yeah, that's people. Some people do that. But also, like, when we look at people who choose to do that...
Yeah.
We kind of judge them a little bit. We're like, well, there's a little bit of you that's not curious about the outside world, you know?
Yeah. Also, that's 11%. That's
it's like 1 in 10. It's not that many people, but it's like enough.
Townies are wild. I went to school in a sundown town in MO. Remind me what a sundown is. That where you like don't want to be in there after sundown or something? If that's the
It's one of those old racist towns where, like, shit gets bad after the sun goes down.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Indoors
fine.
With sundown, yeah.
Okay, wait. What Babu just said, that's, like, the part that it's fun. That's funny, right? Because he waxes lyrical about the rest of the country and how they suck. Like, that is
exactly.
That's the funny part of it. Right?
It's the juxtaposition of the two things. It's like the fact that a person who has never seen the ocean would also sit here and be like, California is the nest of the devil. Like, you know, like, that's funny. Like, that's just subjectively funny.
Also, not heard the word townie since reading Rules of Attraction. I'm not read that. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Black people aren't allowed there after sun. Wait, black people aren't allowed there after some... Wait, why?
There were towns in the West, in the Midwest, and in the South and stuff where there were laws on the books for a while in, like, Jim Crow era, I believe, where, like, you know, colored people were not allowed outside after sunset.
Wait, hold on a second. Headless, are you saying that you grew up in a sundown... Like, was it like a sundown town when you were growing up? You're not...
A lot of them persisted in the South and the Midwest through the 40s and 50s, yeah.
Wait a second. Headless, wait, hold on. Okay, you don't have to tell us how old you are, but I didn't think you were that much older than us. Forget about California, he's shitting about Europe. Like we are Satanists or something.
Or maybe they're just saying it's like that it was historically a sundown town, but like wasn't when they grew up there.
Oh, okay, you know? Okay. I have a couple of decades on you. You are not. Oh, okay. All right, that's fair then.
Never mind. All right, yeah.
I thought you were in your like 40s or something. Okay. You talk about racism, but you've never been to a sundown town. Okay, listen. Okay, I've been in America, but for the most part, I've really only lived in like South Carolina, right? I've been to other states, obviously. But also, here's the thing. I don't think I've ever been to a town and said, let me look up if it's a sundown town, you know?
Have you ever been to a town where it was just, like, very obviously Omega segregated?
Wait, hold on, wait. With one of y'all go?
Go ahead, you go, Pars.
I was gonna say, South Carolina is one of those states that I feel like would have those sundown towns.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, we still have like plantations around, okay? we have plantations that you can still go to, and they're all turned into like gardens and shit, right? But
nothing wrong with plantations.
Yeah, they're tourism spots, exactly. They're not actual fucking plantations that I think I might have seen more of America than Grackle, at least both coasts. Well, see, okay, Ison, here's the thing, is that, like, I think that if you're... And this is just like
if you've seen one of the coasts, apparently you've seen more. This is
a badge that I'll, well, not badge. Why did I say? Oh, because I looked at badge. No, okay. This is a thing. This is like a perception that I have that I don't know if it's actually true, but like, it's part of why I'm like was kind of shocked when I found out. Actually, Americans often don't like leave their state even, because it's so common for people like in Sri Lanka to at least have gone to another country. You know what I mean? Either because they've immigrated there or because they have traveled there for some reason. Even if it's to like the neighboring country like India, right? Europeans is like a whole different thing because like they can just travel really easily. I mean, to just drive 2 hours, you're probably in another European country, right? But like, yeah, I feel like everybody that I've known outside of America has done some amount of traveling. So
I have
think
a radical proposal.
Yeah.
I think that in order to get this kind of cultural and world experience, that we need to institute a program for high school seniors where they're all forced to take a trip around the country. And it's just basically like a road trip with your high school class on a big bus where you go around the United States and you see what it looks like and all the different parts of it. And I think that would just be great. I think people should tour the United States and see the entire country that they live in. And
That'd be a long-ass trip.
Yeah, it would. It's really long, but also it wouldn't be that long since you can definitely do it over like spring break senior year.
Yeah. I mean, that would be expensive as shit, right?
Yeah, but it would also be like amazingly enriching culturally for people to see the entire country that they live in. So that they can see what Idaho looks like, so that they can see what like the mountains in Utah look like, and they can understand all of the different biomes that the United States encompasses and exactly how fucking huge it is. Because I feel like some people just don't understand how big this place is that we live. I've been to 48 states. The only two that I'm missing are Hawaii and North Dakota.
Oh, really? Oh, you've done like most of this. Oh, hell yeah, that's
most of them I drove myself.
As a Midwest Andy, I remember seeing the desert for the first time. Evaporative cooling restaurants to use outdoors. Blew my mind. Oh, yeah. They missed air like the produce. Yeah, I remember when I went to Seattle. I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago. And I remember, like, whenever I saw what was the mountain? It was Mount Rainier, I think. And I remember, even though I've seen mountains before, I remember being like fucking stunned that it was just there in the background, and it was just like fucking looming, right? And I remember telling the friends that I was with that like it's kind of weird to like see it in the background.
Back of your mind.
Yeah, it's like in the back of your mind, and it's like even, and it was, I don't know, it was just very
about mountains.
I really it was kind of scary, right? And I remember my friends thing. my favorite thing was my friends saying no, like, oh no, it's actually kind of comforting, you know, because like knowing that it's in the background there. And I was like, that's really cool, you know. I'm just so used to like South Carolina being flat as a fucking pancake, you know? And we don't, like, the landmarks that you see, you can just like drive like 10 minutes and you won't see them anymore, right?
And for the people who've lived in all that flat for their entire life too, right? Like people who grew up in Kansas or Oklahoma or something, how amazing would it be for them to get to see mountains for the first time? Right? Like we're talking about very basic human experiences that should be shared by everybody. The experience of seeing a vast, open, empty space on the plains. The experience of seeing a massive mountain range that's so big that it takes up the entire horizon. And it becomes a part of your mind in the way that you just described that, like, is very hard to put to words. Mm-hmm. Or seeing the ocean. Or seeing a forest.
See a cow in real life.
Yeah, seeing a cow in real life, right? Like really when Sen asked us if those cows were real.
Also, 2-Bit Dork, that's very funny to see that about North Dakota. I can imagine like people leaving North Dakota for last.
Like they don't have to have that experience forever, but having that experience once means that they have it forever.
It's not a basic.
And it's really important that they have it at least once, so that they can like understand what place they live in and how big it is, and the contexts and the different places that exist. And
well,
it gives space for them to understand.
Well, here's the thing, Rabbit, right? Like, yeah, it's a modern privilege. I agree that it's a modern privilege, but I would say that it's a modern privilege that's a very, like, it's a very
that modern
America...
privilege is the floor for value now.
Well,
that's what we expect for a basic person now. Like, that privilege of being able to travel is in 2025. If you don't own a car, you're in, like, a financially dire situation.
Yeah, and as mentioned before, only 11% of the country, doesn't partake in that privilege. So
Right.
Well, I mean,
it's a privilege, but it's a privilege compared to the rest of the world, not compared to American society.
wait, what do you mean by privilege? Wait, hold on. No, you lost me when you said like.
The privilege in America to own a car and be economically relatively well off, even if you're not making that much money, to be able to travel 1,000 miles in a car over the course of a weekend, is a privilege relative to the rest of the world. But in American society, that is considered standard.
Okay, I kind of see what you mean, but like
in a lot of other places in the world, people don't really own cars like that. That's like a standard thing here. That agency of transportation is more unique, I think, to America than other places in the world where you can actually just not own a car and rely on public transit to go someplace.
Well,
in Europe, you can just take a train. You want to go to the fucking Alps? You don't need to have a car. It doesn't matter what country you live in.
I mean, I think that with other countries, it is a case that you might not own a car because owning a car is you are more privileged if you own a car. Depends on where you are, obviously, but let's just take Sri Lanka for example.
It's more privileged in a lot of other parts of the world to own a car. Here, it's assumed.
Right, but I think that I know, but I think that what his point though is it's not just about having a car. It's more about you're in a financially viable position where driving 1,000 miles just for a weekend just to see the beach is not if that's something that you can do without seriously taking a hit to whatever it is, then you are you're higher class, not higher class. I guess you can say higher class, right? You're definitely not of the working class who don't really have time to do anything, if that makes sense.
No, sure, that's fine. But I mean, what you're describing to me is a general description of a class position. It's not an individual and narrativized version of how somebody gets money and uses it. And that's what I'm describing. I'm not saying that an individual in a generic class position has an obligation to engage in fundamental human behavior. I'm saying that when you particularize that claim to the story of somebody's life, that basically every modern American at some point in their life, unless they are so destitute that they are homeless, not cherry homeless, actually homeless. Not living in their car for a couple of days homeless, not temporarily homeless, terminally homeless, living under a bridge homeless.
Well,
that unless you're in a position like that at some point in your life living in America, you will have the agency to make a decision to take a weekend trip to go see something near you.
Okay, let me try to bridge the gap. I think that I think Seisan specifically is that is having, or at least we're having, I guess, with Seisan. So okay, I have a friend who is of this same kind of class position, works 50 something hours at a liquor store, right?
Yeah.
Rarely has they always work weekends. They are poor. Now they don't have to pay rent because they live with their aunt, but that's because they are not in a position where they can pay rent. Okay, so that's number one. Let's just take that into account. They don't have to pay rent, but they've got a bunch of bills that they have to pay, paying off student shit, whatever, right?
This sounds like a pretty unique situation. They're working 50 hours a week, not paying rent, and they're having money problems.
Yeah, there's they've got there's a bit of a history there that would
Yeah, see, this is what I mean about particularized.
Well, yeah,
right?
I know that it's a particularized. No, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
you finish.
Yeah. The only reason I'm saying that is because even though they've got they've all of their income is going towards things paying off their debts and stuff, right? And the debts in my mind, are kind of like equivalent to like a rent in that situation, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with that, they go ahead, they plan, like they do save money. They do save their money for concerts. They save money for their tattoos. They save money for their travel. Like if they want to take a road trip up somewhere. Those are the 3 things that they save their money for. And so like even though they're like living paycheck to paycheck, all of that shit, they still have the drive and the willingness, I suppose, to like sacrifice in other areas so as to fund the things that they really want to do. Now I understand not everybody's in that position, obviously, right?
No, not that. My point is that everybody is in that position. Not everybody, but most people, the large majority of people, accepting really catastrophic situations. Most people are in the situation where if they decided that they cared in the way that this person did to actually make sacrifices to save money for things they wanted to do, that they could do it.
They travel.
You can.
Yeah.
I could save more money every month by cutting expenses too. Some of them I choose to cut and some of them I don't. Those are choices that I make.
Yeah.
Right. That's how everybody's budgeting works. There are all some costs that we're willing to accept for our personal happiness and some that we aren't. That's not to say that I'm making any kind of judgment claim on like any of their I'm not making a judgment claim on like what their priorities are, right? Even though you could probably look at this person's financials and say like, wow, everyone just has the capability
avocado
to
toast,
at some
like
point
that sort of
for a month prioritize a day trip. Is my point.
No.
Like, I don't think it's crazy to say that like most people in the United States will at some point in their life have a 1 month window in their life where they could decide to save up a little bit of money if they tried and take a weekend trip to go to the beach.
I would rather buy a new PC than spend it on weekends.
You can do it once.
Yeah, no,
it
and
doesn't have to be a habit.
I think, okay, again, right? I think that like
that prioritization is a totally different question. Like what you would want to spend the money on is a different conversation. But like it's not privileged to assume that like people who have lived in the same town for their entire life and have made $25,000 a year and lived in a low income area but been able to get by with that kind of income for their whole life. Yeah, even with that income, you could set aside some money for a little while and take a trip to the beach for the weekend if you really wanted to. And the question is, do you want to? Which is the original thing that we're making fun of Grackle for, which is that he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to see the fucking ocean. He's not curious.
I think, and here again, the reason why we're making fun of him specifically, because like, why would I make fun of you if you like? Okay, you said like, okay, for example, said earlier that like that he didn't see the ocean until he was 17. Like, okay, I'm not gonna make fun of you for that, right? I
don't care what age you saw it at.
The thing that actually makes it funny is that he shits on other places, other like cities, other countries, everywhere that is outside of his bubble, right? And then you find out, okay, he's actually never actually been to any of these places. He hasn't even seen the ocean. That's what the funny part is, right? Like,
I mean, he's very capable of leaving. He just chooses not to for whatever reason.
I mean, I actually don't know about his financial situation. I don't necessarily want to, like, speculate on that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just assuming he's, like, a working class person, like...
Yeah, he's a working class person, which means that he is choosing not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working class, that means that you have a stable place of living and that you have a stable income.
Mm-hmm.
And that even if you have some debts and you have some other shit going on in your life, that you also have enough of liquid expenditure every month that you could set aside $50 to take a weekend trip every couple of weeks.
No,
and eventually go to the beach.
Rabbit.
That's not a crazy thought.
I mean,
okay?
no. I think I agree that it is him being consistent, right? It's just that's what we're saying. Like, it doesn't take a. It's funny because it's like, well, of course, Crackle. Like, on one hand, I can't believe he's never been to the ocean, but on the other hand, that kind of makes sense because of who he is, right?
Look, I'm being conservative.
Wait, what did you wait?
Every
50
couple
bucks?
of weeks, it'll take like months to actually save up to take a weekend trip with that. But like, if you save up for 6 months and you get paid every 2 weeks and you take $50 out of every paycheck and you put that into a weekend trip, you can have a pretty fucking sweet beach vacation with that. You're not going to fucking Cabo. But like, if you're taking a road trip from Missouri to, I don't know, I mean, the nearest beach from Missouri is probably actually in Louisiana. But like, if you want to go to Florida or like Georgia, or you want to go to like Virginia or something like that, and you want to try to go to the East Coast beaches, you could take a slightly longer road trip. You can definitely pay for the gas with it. You can pay for some hotel rooms, some nice dinners. Like, that's the only thing you're really saving up for at that point.
I've been low-key living in my car for 3 years now, and I never skip vacation time. Beaches are easy. Camping is more my jam. Okay, I think that's part of it. That is that is one example, right? Like, yeah, of course, you are going to get the people who are so committed to traveling and their vacation. Like, I remember having a friend who was like, funnily enough, from Mississippi and like from a really tiny town and everything. And like, she was just like, her passion for travel was like ridiculous. Like, all the extra money that she had straight towards the travel fund. And like, to this day, now that she's like established, has a family, like, even though she has a kid, right, she's taking that kid everywhere. Like, they go literally everywhere. Now, yes, they are privileged in the sense that they've got like a double income and all that shit, and they're like middle class and all that shit. So they can do that. But even when she couldn't, she still found a way to do it because that was her priority. Did it come at the expense of other things? Yeah, sure. Right? But that was their priority.
Yeah, another travel has to come at the expense of other things because we don't live in like a nice society where travel's free.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I'm already having to, okay, yeah, like, okay, here's one example of it. Like, this is the other shitty thing about me not being able to, of me having to get a new job, right? Like, I can't go to Sri Lanka this year. Like, I was planning a trip in June, but now I'm gonna have to like put that off too because I can't like, we can't justify like the uncertainty, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, I can't interview and say like, hey, I need to go on vacation right away, you know what I mean? So it's not even like a financial consideration. I don't really go on vacation. I fucking despise people and their contagions. Cause I like my cookie board. Yeah, hey, you know what? That's valid, right? Travel in general is exhausting. Yeah, but it's also something that, like, I think people who like traveling, like, that's just, you know, that's just something you kind of take it. You tolerate the exhaustion because there's other shit to do. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, it's tiring, but there are like lots of really great things in life that are tiring. Sex is tiring. Like, what are we talking about here? There are a lot of great things in life that are tiring.
Come back to Canada, might as well have healthcare while you look for a job. I wouldn't be able to afford a house, Rabbit. Come on. Tell me the houses.
Like, you should.
Tell me the houses.
People should experience the earth. Like, I don't think that's like a crazy thing to say. It's part of the fundamental calling of being human. You should experience the rock sphere that we live on.
You should.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Is that
holy
is that
Motte and
crazy?
Bailey? Well, it is. It's only a Motte and Bailey in that I don't think Saysand is saying like that you shouldn't say you should see like.
No, but
yeah.
Saysand is making excuses for people who will use that line of argument in order to excuse their own desire to not be interested. Like, I get where Saysand is coming from, but like that is the exact same argument that people who are just fundamentally not interested in seeing the planet give.
Attain
They're
your...
like, well, it's my situation and like I can't really do it. And it's like, no, you could. It's just like you have like 3 other priorities that you don't want to give up that are more important to you than that.
Oh, this is Calgary. Interesting. I don't think I've ever been to Calgary, to be honest, Rabbit.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if you're in like southern Ontario, obviously you won't be able to afford a home, but if you go to the prairies, you should be able to find a home. If you don't
experience the vast like diversity of things and people that the planet has to offer, then you just can't understand human experience in a powerful way. I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, I feel like there's a limitation to the perspective that somebody can have who hasn't seen.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait. These. Here's the thing. Okay, it's not that we're not okay, or at least I don't think Leonard or I am saying give up the things your money is going to, right?
I don't spend my money on travel. Also, to be clear, I've done it in the past, but I don't do it now.
It's more okay. Let me put it a different way. Let's talk about like travel altogether. Let's put that on hold for a second. Also, welcome in, Greenhorn. How are you doing? What is something that you would like to do, but because of like your obligations and your expenses, you can't really do like easily, right? Like, I'm sure you can
kill Feznet. Say something else. Okay?
I'm sure you can think of something that you would like to do, but that you can't do like easily, right? It costs like $1,000 or a couple $1,000s or whatever else. It doesn't have to. It could be travel. It could be concerts. It could be really a whole lot of things, right? Like pottery. Hiking. Well, hiking actually can be kind of a cheaper hobby, depending, right? I think that's more the idea, right? Because when you talk about Crackle, if I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, have we ever heard something like that come out? Like, yeah, I'd like to try this. You know?
Have I ever heard Grackle be curious? No, not once in my life.
I think, and you know what? That's fine. I think a lot of people at like even me at my age, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I like. I know what makes me happy. I'm gonna engage in those things. And maybe I'll step out of my comfort zone a little bit once in a while. But for the most part, I know what I like to do, and I know what I like to spend my money on, my disposable income, right? And if that's true for Grackle, that's totally fine. It's just like, what is that thing?
What
right?
do you think it is? That's a really good question. Let's begin the next section of this discussion. Okay. What do you think Grackle spends his money on? I have to know.
This is we need Grackle in chat. Grackle is suspiciously missing in chat.
It's okay. Rabbit's
Grackle
here
is
for him.
His life. Like, this is now a Grackle A-log stream. Okay.
Well, we do know that he has a profound fart fetish, so maybe something related to that.
He does like hanging out in our streams, right?
So some percentage of his income is probably going to like OnlyFans creators, perhaps foot related.
Oh, come on. No, don't do that. Don't do my man Grackle dirty. He seems like a tinkerer. Yeah, you know what? I would want, he's in here to defend himself. Yeah, I think you know what? I think we need to put a pin in this conversation, because really...
Well, what do you mean? He's never going to jump in VC.
He's not going to jump in VC, but he can at least like answer the questions, right?
What's wrong with VC? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I'm just saying that he seems like maybe that's a place that he might spend some of his dollars.
Come on.
Beans is right. He needs to be here. He needs to be here to actually answer these.
Also, totally. Holy shit. I mean, honestly, you know what? We need a William in chat, okay? I feel like William would be able to, like,
Yeah, what do you think?
Because
that
I think
guy's been up to?
I feel like man, I feel like William.
You think he's still like crushing Coors Light?
Yeah, probably. But you know what? Like when he the fact that he hung out with like Sen, makes me makes me.
That was nice.
Yeah, apparently that was a really nice hangout that they did. You know, like that's what I want to know. I want to know, like, okay, if I went to Grackle City, would he hang out with me in a bar? Like, would he like
Probably,
go
yeah.
have a beer with me? You know, would
bet
he
he
do
would.
like karaoke? That's what I want to know. I want to
Would he
know
do
if like
karaoke?
Yeah,
I
would he
don't know if I don't know if he's like the. I don't know if he's the kind of personality who would get up on the mic.
Okay, yeah, but like
Maybe he would.
okay, maybe not me. Okay,
What
yeah.
do you think he would sing? If he got up
Oh,
on the
you
mic.
know it's a country. You know it's a fucking country song.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
like which country ballad are we talking? Okay, what do
Oh,
you think
man,
is
no,
like
you
the
know what?
thing he would choose
I
when
have-
he's like 2 beers and 3 shots in,
I
and
already-
it's his turn on the karaoke?
I already know. Okay, man, I have this list somewhere. Okay.
You have a list.
I know. I'll tell you why I have a list. It's because remember when I did my Halloween stream, right? I asked him that day in another chat. I asked him. I tagged him in some other chat and I said, you need to go to my chat immediately, my offline chat, because he never DMs me. He always writes to me in my chat, my offline chat. So I asked him, if you were
He's
like,
such a boomer.
if you were running for president, what would you play at your rallies? Because that's what I used as an opener when I did my like Grackle costume, right?
Okay.
What did he say? It was like Leonard. It was like Leonard.
Leonard Skinner?
Yeah, Leonard Skinner. Fuck, I can't remember who else. I have to find the list. I feel like he would sing those songs, you know what I mean?
He's gonna do some Skinner. Let's go.
Leonard Skinner. Oh god, yeah. No, I think he'd do that. But yeah, like that's what I want to know. I want to know what makes somebody tick, you know? Like what is your passion, you know?
Okay.
So I think that's more so than even the travel thing, you know? It's like, what do you like doing, you know? Do you like collecting rocks? Do you like collecting stamps? Like, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, you gotta have something.
Leonardy Skibbity.
What do you think his like personal hobby is that he doesn't tell us about?
Whittling.
You think he does like wood whittling?
Okay, now that's a joke. I feel like no, come on, totally stop,
crazy.
totally stop. What's CCR?
Totally might be right.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Baboof, I'm pretty sure Freebird was like one of the songs that I played. Like Freebird was one of his songs.
Well,
like-
Freebird is a classic,
Yeah.
so you can't be too mad at that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't mad, by the way. These were like he gave me, you know how like he usually like will link like complete another dog shit when he's in chat, right? Like when he answered the actual question, he gave me some like really solid recommendations. Noodling, fishing with your bare hands, yodeling. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of a trains guy, maybe. You know, like
You
a
think he's
models kind of guy.
trains guy. Okay.
Like a model guy, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I have a hard time picturing him being the kind of guy who wants to wake up at 4 a.m. and go fishing.
Nah, he'd rather.
So-
He's not a fishing kind of guy. I feel like
Yeah.
he needs to.
Well, I mean, that'd be a big thing in Missouri, especially.
There's no way he's a train guy. Wait, why not? This
I
kid
don't know,
feels
but I
weird. I'll
trust
come
whatever-
back. Tessie's like, this is making me stir. This is making me feel strange, or like speculating about someone's hobbies.
I trust Red Radius's judgment here because Red really understands trains. Red loves trains.
Is this a reference I'm not getting? Is there a clip? Speculating
No, I
on the
mean,
life of a
just, like,
chatter.
it's just
I
like
mean,
a thing that he really likes. Like trains are cool.
trains are cool.
Does he love Does he love trains the same way Rezzy loves dolphins, or is this something?
No, I mean, not as far as I know.
He is head mod. That is true. He is head mod. Nah, just being racist. Y'all talk about white people shit out here, but it's okay. Okay. I mean, I guess.
Ice Beans does 2-hour speculation stream about her head mod.
Jesus Christ. Well, listen. Okay, we came onto this conversation naturally. It progressed just like a normal Ice Beans conversation would progress into. So I don't know what y'all are expecting.
No, I
chat?
expected exactly this. I'm fine with where we are.
What's happening in here?
Sweet home Alabama.
Fucking D's singing.
Fucking my sheep, drinking my home brew.
Oh my god, D's, you're so mean. You're so mean, D's. Thumbnail needs you in the Grackle costume. Oh my god. Oh, you know, no, that'd be mean if I actually turned this into a segment. That was a good costume though. I'll be honest. Moonshine, he totally makes moonshine. It's funny because there was one time where I was drinking water out of a jar. I think it was actually last stream or the stream before. And he accused me of drinking moonshine on stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, he plays games. Yeah, no, I know didn't he used to be a League player?
I don't know.
Making moonshine sounds fun. It can't be that hard, right? Oh man, you know what? That actually reminds me.
Can't be that hard.
Well, no, I actually wanted to. Okay,
well,
I want to get like one of those.
Those are
not
famous
that hard
last words.
Well, see, I wanted.
Yeah, if you want one that doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted.
It would be difficult.
Yeah, no, you know how like we sometimes we'll watch like those streams or those videos of like King Cobra making like mead and whatnot. I want to try making mead, but like actually do it right.
Now, mead you could do a little bit more safely. Moonshine, on the other hand, you gotta be real careful.
Wait, really? Why? Is it actually hard? Is that why it's funny?
Because it's really high proof alcohol, and the distillates that you need to use are like toxic. So if you don't do the distillation process properly, you can end up ingesting like heavy metals or you know other things that will kill you.
That would kill you.
Wait, what the?
Yeah.
Wait a second. I thought the whole. Wait, I thought that the whole point of moonshine was that it was easy to make.
It is easy to make, but it's also easy to fuck up. Because the way that you make it, like historically, a lot of the ways that people would make it is like in a big copper distillery. And so I was watching a video. I actually watched some moonshine making channels on YouTube.
Oh, methanol. Yeah, methanol can fuck you up, right?
Yeah, methanol can too, but there was this one video where these guys were making moonshine out in the woods in the Appalachians, and they were trying to do this new run, and they had it come out, and then they look at it, and at the end, the product is supposed to be like clear, like completely translucent, and it's like tinged blue, like almost like blue raspberry blue, like artificial candy color, and the reason that it was so blue is because they had gotten the ratio wrong with like one of the solvents that they put in it while it was boiling, and it had stripped some of the copper lining off of the boiling container.
Oh shit! And it had like oxidized.
Yes, and oxidized it into the liquid and tinged it blue. Which is one of the risks that you have when you make moonshine, is that you can literally cook the metals in the container into your alcohol, because the temperatures that you have to boil alcohol are really fucking high.
Right. Also, welcome in Orange Hue.
So you could like literally, I mean, like, you know, they talk about like Mad Hatter's disease and stuff, and there were kind of similar narratives that existed around moonshiners where like some of them kind of went fucking crazy. They didn't necessarily die, but they got heavy metal poisoning.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. I did not realize that.
I mean, during the Prohibition era, a lot of people got sick.
I mean,
because
listen.
they were drinking this shit.
Yeah, people trying to make moonshine in their kitchen with like a copper cooking pot and shit, you know.
Right.
That happened a lot in the Depression and the Dust Bowl era.
Well, okay, listen, okay, you have to understand. My only knowledge about dangers of making moonshine is like fucking Saudi Arabia, where like alcohol is like fucking illegal. So people making moonshine,
So
like they actually had like
the only way.
they had like a real risk of being arrested if they were found out, right? So that's the only danger I know. Yeah. What? Oh.
What's the punishment for getting caught with alcohol?
Well, obviously it would be way higher if you were like caught like distributing. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was only one time that I knew that somebody had like gotten caught, and I just never heard about them again, and I was too young to like ask like, oh hey, what happened to that person? So who knows? Maybe they got executed. I don't know. Okay, there was Saudi Arabia that actually, like, they actually do say. I vividly remember like the immigration forms, like whenever you come into the country, like literally saying like the punishment for owning, like for carrying around drugs is death. So, you know.
Harsh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, sweeping? Yes, I will put the sweeping in Rezi's. Wait, no, okay, hold on. Fucking Rezi also has like maxed out emotes, and with Rezi specifically, it's Omni, okay? I blame Omni. 100% Omni.
Everyone has an ice beans.
Here, let me go down and see what we can remove. God damn.
Omni one? No, Chai one. Okay. Chai jumped into chat yesterday, said Rezi was a bitch. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. That was so funny.
Penguin sweeping. Okay, here, I added it to Rezi's. It is now in Rezi's.
Make sure you don't add it to Leonard's accidentally.
Wait, why? Does he not want
Just
sweeping?
No, that one's okay.
Yeah, that one's good.
That one's okay.
Just so you know, Chodole, Seisan might have removed some of your emotes, okay? Omni does put some weird shit in. Omni, it's so funny, okay? I distinctly remember giving, like, the day that I gave Omni, like, emote management roles, and like almost immediately when I started managing Rezi's 7TV emotes, I had added maybe like 100, maybe 200, and within a span of like 1 or 2 months, like his Rezi's emotes are maxed out because of Omni. Why does Leonard do emotes on his channel if he doesn't stream? It's so that when he streams, people in his chat can do the
so
relevant memes.
When I do eventually stream. Okay.
He will stream when Winds of Winter releases.
Jeez.
That's when he will start streaming.
My stream will happen before the announcement of Silk Song.
Oh god. Then stream. Silk Song. Can't he just add them all before he goes live? Nah, that's just that. You know, 7TV does need to bring back their emote sets thing back, because that shit is really useful. Because you can just click and say like, "Hey, I want this like base, to be added to this person's emotes." Did it ever work? I mean, it worked on the old site, and then they disabled it because they were migrating, and then they haven't yet brought it back on the new site. So like so that's like the disadvantage, right? It's just that there are some emotes that I would say are like core with our crowd, right? And it's just easy to add them all if you put them in a set, if you have that capability.
BL is honestly like a core.
Hey, Polar
core
Knights.
emo.
Long time. Wait, what'd you say, Parse?
The L.
Oh, the L.
handed L.
Oh yeah, the take L. That's
that
a
is
classic.
Like a core. Yeah, that's a core like emote that needs to be across the community.
It worked on adding, and then if you added more, it never seemed to update or silently or eventually. I remember having to, like, essentially what you would have to do is you would have to add it to the emote set, and then you would just have to go to, like, the actual person and, like, re-click the set and say, hey, this needs to be based out. So it would say, like, you know, say sand updated emote set. And that's what needed to have been done. So that was kind of annoying, yes. You know, hold on, I've been squishing this poor Snorlax. Siema needs to grab heme scuffed W emote too. Oh my god, didn't he just like download that from the fucking internet? This makes me think.
Either that or someone made that for him. It was like a W with like a crown on its head or something.
I feel like he made. I know Turtle definitely made
a lot of Heems emotes at the time.
I've been working on my investments, and now as Trump is president, I can get a big payout on my bomb shelter investment. Oh my god.
Now, Beans, do you still have that GIF with from the Lion King with all the elves coming down the hill?
Oh, of course, yeah, I do.
That's such a good one.
That's a good one, because if you pull it up in, like, I think it's like either Tenor or the other GIF site, Giphy, it will actually pull up. Like, you can look up, like, Heme Lion, and it'll come up.
You know, the best part about that is that it would make just, like, an exceptional thumbnail for a video about the Destiny drama.
Fuck. See, that's not... Okay, that's a really good idea, but it's not my... it's not a good idea for my channel. I'm not really, like, a...
What if you were to make that video?
No, I feel...
You could do that.
No, I can't do that. No, it's not that I can't do that. It's that I shouldn't. I'm not an A-logger, you know? Like, Resi is the A-logger. I'm just...
Yeah, but, like, you're the #1 caller on the Resi stream.
Yeah,
so...
sure. But, like, wait, okay, hold on.
What do you mean?
No, but like,
You're trying to draw some distance now?
No, I'm not drawing any. I'm not
in that.
No, I'm not drawing any distance. It's just that, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm too ADHD for this. You know what I mean? I'm not, like, focused. Oh man, this is making me sad.
Aiko, but Aiko's coverage is awesome.
That's
right. Like, she's just stoned.
Okay, no. Don't get me wrong. Yes, that is correct. But here's the thing with Aiko. You know exactly what you're going in for. You are going in to sit, chill with chat, watch her get stunlocked over 100 things, right? Take like 3 hours to cover one thing. Not unlike my content.
Sounds
if I'm
like
gonna be complete, okay. Except without getting.
Sounds like someone I know.
Except without getting stoned. Okay, yeah, I understand that. But the thing is that especially if you're doing, like, unless you want an 11-hour video, like, if you want, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, Aiko's not gonna make, like, a video.
Yeah. That's what I mean, though, is that, like, you know, what kind of video would you want? Like, and depending on what
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like, are you looking for... I mean, I agree that
it would be a good thumbnail anyway.
It would be a good thumbnail, yeah. Man, I remember these. These were Waleed's emotes, too. Light mode, yeah, I'm kind of... I don't think this site has, like, this site doesn't really have a dark mode. Aiko's great. I literally don't watch Ice Beans, Aiko, and Kidnapping as far as streamers go. Yeah, I see you in Aiko's all the time, Baboof.
One of the oldest clips that was ever made of me is Aiko pronouncing my name wrong.
How did she pronounce your name?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me go to my creator dashboard.
Aiko is gonna edit it.
It's one of my clips.
Oh my god, this is it. This is totally it. Do you know how long I spent on... Oh my god. Okay, I just need to tell you this, okay? So I remember making this GIF, and this was back when I didn't, like, have any kind of, like, fancy... Any kind of... Like, I didn't have Photoshop or anything like this. So I found an online GIF maker, and is there a way to pause this? I don't think there is. I found this GIF editor that let you, like, manually move around all the elements on the screen, like, at every frame, basically. And so I did this, like, I literally, every frame, I tracked a path for each individual L. Okay? Like, I remember doing an incredibly stupid amount. Like, I remember finding out that, like, they used computer technology to, like, simulate the herds moving. And so that's what I'm trying to emulate here. And you can see each individual L has, like, a path that they take. I've done this, but not with 20 Ls. Yeah, no, and like, you see how, like, each wave of Ls come in? I spent so much time on this one, and then even the zooming in at the end, right? And I remember uploading it and showing it to him, and he basically, like, he laughed at it for like 2 seconds and then completely forgot about it.
Yeah, but it was worth it, though.
It was worth
the best 2 seconds.
I mean, eventually, I gave him shit for it. I was like, go back and look at, like, my magnificent creation that I spent literally hours over. I still have a folder with all the Discord emotes I made. Oh, yeah, no, I need to go back and, like, collate all of my emote folders, you know? In fact, I need to go back and, like, I need to go back to my computer at some point and just, like, organize everything, because I don't know how to organize things. Everything is everywhere. I only find things because they usually are, like, in the recently accessed or recently modified or whatever fucking section that's called. So I often lose things if I'm not careful. Like this. Like, I don't know where the Heme Lion, like, GIF would be, you know what I mean? Everything goes in system okay, I'm not that bad. I've done that with basic emote GIFs, but I would never be this insane. Now, listen, I will say that, like, the, I'll say this for me, that now, I feel like if I were to do this now, I'd be much better about it, because I'd actually use, like, my spine animation full program. And then on, like, spine, that would be really fucking easy, right? You do know Windows has a search feature? Well, yeah, no, that's what I do all the time now. Like, because I remember what it's called. Where everything else, what if everything else is on, but it's just Dan? Wait, anything else? Oh, wait, wait, hold on. Wait.
It's just that instead of him, it's Dan.
It's Dan Saltzman. Saltzman. Oh, it's actually called, his name's actually Saltzman. Wait, how do people even watch, Metacast? Huh? How do you watch this?
Alright, well, I'm gonna hop up the VC. I'll just watch it through.
Okie dokie. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright. Yeah, happy. And again, sorry to hear about your loss.
Oh.
Best wishes. Please come back to Canada.
I appreciate it. Maybe. I'll consider it. I'll ask. I'll talk to Mr. Beans, okay?
Okay.
See ya.
Later. Later.
Later.
Anything else? This is when man, I said this earlier, but this is like BoJack Horseman, but, like, you know, at the end where he's removed from all of the all of his, like, shows, so it's just like, what's it called? What was this show even fucking called? But basically it's like remember. Wait, you have watched BoJack Horseman, right, Leonard?
Yeah.
You know the end where, like, they removed him from the
whole thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So but then they just call it, like, man, I don't even fucking remember what they call it. But they basically remove his name even, and it's just like this. It's like, okay, it's like anything else.
Yeah.
No, not Filbert. It's the one that he's known for. You know, like with the 3 kids, like the comedy sitcom thing. Can we add this, please? I know someone who almost killed himself over the end of BoJack Horseman, so I'm kind of scared to watch it. Okay, okay, listen, it's not that bad.
It's a sad show.
It's a sad show, yeah.
Yeah.
No slorp? Wait, why would we add no slorp? Wait, hold on. Chaos, I didn't know you were a, I didn't know you were a no slorp person.
That is an aggressive stance.
Oh, right, horsing around. Thank you, Uni. They just called it around afterwards. Right?
Huh.
Oh, okay, I have no idea what it's about except that it's supposed to be sad. Okay, listen. I would say BoJack Horseman, very good watch. You should watch it. It is depressing. I would say push past the first season because the first season, this is really like stereotypical. Yeah, like just watch past the first season. Just commit yourself to a whole season if you don't like the first season. You know what I mean? It does get good. It is intense. I think you'll be fine. It's just it is depressing, particularly towards the end. But then you just have to remember that, like, BoJack Horseman is a very bad character. So even though you feel for him, you probably should, like, you probably will know that, like, he kind of deserves everything that he gets. So, you know. Tuca and... I have not finished Tuca and Birdie. That's what it's called, right? I have not finished it because I think it also is very funny and very, like, irreverent, how do you say that? But it did also like have moments of like, oh fuck, we're talking about this now. Oh, we're like talking about this now, you know? And I remember not being in a particularly good place at that point in time, so I didn't keep watching it, but I think I will go back at some point whenever I want to, you know what I mean? If you don't hear back from me, you'll know what happened. Oh no, Argy! Getting to episode 5-6 is a drag. Dan looks happy. Does he? Does he? He does not look happy. My man looks a little depressed. What are people saying? Is Pisco one of the 20? Bro is cooked. Just turn off the stream and go to bed, old man. Wow. Hi, J-Stock stream. Or, no, wait. How does what's his face say it? Fuck. I need to just get used to the way Q says it. He says J Stillick. J Stillick. No, that one's funny, but it's also like too edgy, right? And also, Justical is funny, but like I like the way that Q says it. J Stillick. J Stillick. Jesus Christ, say sand. J Stillick did the audience heist of the century. It's funny. J Stillick and Queeman really came out on top here. Justicle's alright. Oh, Dan came up with it? Oh, okay. I guess I'm not comfortable calling him that, you know what I mean? Also, what the fuck is this? Why, man, this chat is going too crazy. Like, this chat is going... this is not the kick chat, right? Is this a site chat, maybe? The solo Australian Don't Let the Pattern Subs Down Bizarre World episode. Interesting. How will we fight the Slorp? Where is Dan? Solitary? I have no idea. Wait, solitary? Oh no. Hey, Ties and Wine, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to very quickly see why my chat on screen is doing a weird thing. Also, again, did not have any kind of plan for today. I'm kind of fine just shitting around and chatting with chat. What is this? This is big content. And then social stream? Ah, that's why it's like this. Oh, I see why. It like got real fucked up, didn't it? That's what happened. I vote for Kelly Jean. $7.34 and let's say... Oh no, wait, that's not right either. You said you cared about Pixie! I'll fix the, man, what the fuck did I do to this? How have you been, Leonard? If you're still
I'm good.
here.
Yeah, I'm just fighting the good fight in chat, you know. I can't believe that there's so much tolerance for hate in your chat room.
Oh, is there?
When it comes to Slorp.
The Slorp hate is very sad to me.
It's disappointing.
Why is it? Why do people not like Slorp?
I'll never understand it personally.
Do we have
Yeah,
do we have the Slorpify emote in our chat? Because we should. Hey, Dr. Man, welcome in. Did you see the Pixie tweet about Erudite? No. You want to link it to me? I'm not that, I'm not gonna cover like, oh yeah, let's cover the fucking drama, but I do have a clickbait title, so it's to be expected. Anti-Slorp gang. Yeah, like what's wrong with Slorp? Why do you hate Slorp? I hate what they did to Glorp. You want to talk about hate? Look at Red Radius hating a boba. I didn't know that he hates a boba that much, right? Wait, is Red still in here? Oh, people just have bad taste. Yeah, Red is still in here. It's ugly? Okay, but I love the Aboba one where he like sucks up. That's a good fucking emote. You can't tell me otherwise. Slorp, what about the anti-pee-pee poo-poo people? There are anti-pee-pee poo-poo people? What the? Mr. Red also hates boba. It's a pale imitation of Glorp. No Slorp. What? Y'all are ridiculous. I think there's space to love both, okay? Oh, actually, since we're... Listen, before I forget to do this, let me just very quickly... I need to finish making this clip, okay? Because fucking Panda comes in, okay? And... Listen, I don't know if anyone was here earlier on Chris's stream. Let's see if we, like... Hold on, let's see if I've actually caught the Okay, wait, hold on. Let me play it. Come on.
Came into fucking voice chat.
He did. Okay, wait. Oh my god, please tell me it works. No. No. Has it just been too long?
Yeah, Red, you
No,
missed
wait, here.
it. Panda came into voice chat.
Okay, wait.
And also the King of Here, I think, wants to call in, so just do that.
No,
real
you
quick
go.
as well.
You go
Oh, yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
I'm
here
How
gonna-
you doing, buddy?
Oh, okay, you're hopping off?
Hello, hello.
Did he just leave? Did he just... He just... Oh, no, he's right here. You're still here. Okay, alright.
Hey, am I mic working?
I believe it is, yes.
So, I don't know if you know who I am.
I believe you've called in before, right? I seem to remember your profile picture.
I have not.
In that
I just
case,
want to
no.
request an unban.
You want to request an unban?
Yes.
Is that why you... Okay, that's a curveball. I did not expect that to happen. Hold on. Panda, is this you?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Right. Makes sense.
And then he fucking kicks him.
So that interlude is over now.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to see when was the start of this clip because holy shit. Wait, let me make the clip. No, but like, holy, what the fuck, dude? Free him? No. Hold on. Title the clip. What should I title the clip? I'm loving this. Okay, wait, let's see.
And also the King of Here, I think, wants to call in, so just do that real quick as well.
Okay, here, let me see if
How you
that's... Okay. Okay, that gives us more time near the end. Let's see what he says at the end. I just want to see if it's worth keeping. Okay.
So that interlude is over now. What a legend, though. Imagine going...
Okay, wait. I don't know if I want to keep, like, the end stuff. I could just keep the what a legend.
What a legend, though.
Okay. Here, I'm just gonna cut it off right there. One more time for posterity. What do we need to... What do we want the clip to be titled?
What a legend, though.
Okay.
And also
Come on, stop! Stop saying imagine right afterwards, Chris. I'm trying to clip you correctly.
though.
Okay, perfect.
And also the King of Here, I think, wants to call in, so let's just do that real quick as well. How you doing, buddy? Hello. Hello, hello.
Hey, am I right?
Alright. Do I want to edit the layout? Sure, why not? Although he doesn't pull, like, Panda's thing up on screen, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Panda calls in. Nice. Coward, the blood of the sauce runs thin. He's just... that was bold. The vertical layout thing is dank? Yeah, it is. Alright, here. I'll put it in chat. Amazing. This is my problem, okay? Like when I'm streaming, okay, usually this is what happens when I'm not streaming. When I'm watching watching Twitch, I'll usually watch on my phone, right? I'll sometimes have it also playing on my computer. If I need to like start like typing out some random shit, right? But sometimes, especially when it gets to a clippable part, I will run back to my computer, hit the clip button, and then like later go back and like actually finish making the clip. Sometimes though, I will like forget. So I lost an irrelevant moment yesterday. I think it was yesterday when Rezi raided us into irrelevant, and like very shortly afterwards, his cats just start fucking fighting. And it was so funny watching his face go like, oh my god, as like the cat's like, and then he like runs away. He mutes the stream and he runs away to get the cat. Oh god. Yeah. So I lost that clip, unfortunately. It's good for isolating Botkin while he channels Satan. Do you remember that time him and Darius fought You know what's funny? I feel like I maybe have seen that clip about, but that's it. Cat re, yeah, no, it really was a re moment. It almost makes me want to go back and like, it almost makes me want to go back and clip it from the VOD. You know what I mean? Cat ee. What do we want to do? Do we want to do anything? It was hilarious to live to... Okay, wait, I do remember that. I think I do. And honestly, I've done that before too. To get like, it's funny how that works. Like, you wouldn't think that would work, right? Because usually when cats are being held, they're like, okay, what the fuck? Put me down, you know? But then you put them up to the ceiling and they're like, oh shit, mop, bat. Oh, say sand. Peace was never an option. No. Speaking of peace was never an option, where's my little shitling? He's being too quiet. Flintstone's logic. Biological insect killer. Yeah. No, my cats are pretty good. Well, okay. No, I'd say that they're good cats, but I've now realized that like Hermes will... there's been a couple times where he's brought in one of those like little green anoles or anoles. Like he'll bring them inside the apartment and they're still alive. He won't like kill them. He just like picks them up in his mouth, brings them in, and then like then he'll want to play with them, you know? And and I've had to rescue two lizards like that. A React content? Okay, here, let's do this. Let's 8:19. Okay. Let me get some water and get a kitty. And then wait, what is this? Let's look at this. How long is this? Mr. Girl? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my oh my goodness. Mr. Girl, YouTube's creepiest intellectual 1 month ago. Okay, question. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind watching this, but on the other hand, do we want Mr. Girl on my platform, you know? One of my ex's cats did that with a plover. Oh shit! Yeah, Baboof, honestly, this is why I don't think that I would be able to get birds, like, you know, keep birds, like own birds, while I still have my cats. Because, or at least in particular, Hermes, right? Because I think that's what Hermes would do. I think he would just, like, play with her. Like, if I had Juniper here, and he somehow got a hold of Juniper, I think he'd fucking bat her around. And, like, I've seen the way he, like, tortures flies, right? He'll, like, sit there and, like, boop them a little bit with his paw, watch them crawl away, and, like, okay, they're crawling away too much, okay, boop them very gently again. It's almost like he's testing how much, like, how much force he can put on them to cripple them but not kill them, right? Can't wait for the Turkey Tom video about beans. No thanks. I feel like we shouldn't forget Max is a self-admitted raper in PDF. Well, okay, yeah. Well, like, this is the thing with like, don't get me wrong, Parth. I'll probably watch this by myself. I probably wouldn't want to watch this on stream just because I think engaging with Mr. Girl at all is, like, now not great. Hermes is gonna do a Nazi salute. No, you're thinking of Talos. You're thinking of Talos. Okay, you're thinking of Talos. That's Talos. That is, in fact, Talos. Balls? What's with the balls? Okay, hold on. Let me get the cat. He's a sleepy boy. He was asleep. Hi, buddy. Kitty. Oh no, I heard a meow from the other room. Talos is like, oh shit. Here, like, you know what? I'll get y'all double kitty time, okay? You say bye to Hermes. We're gonna go put him back in the room so he can go back to bed. I think it's too bright for him. Big kitty. What's up, bud? Here's the twink son. Hi, buddy. how to get black and white. Wait, what? Okay, wait, what is the what am I catching up with? Also here, let me hop out. Talos always has that look of a teenage son who's embarrassed to have his mom around. It's funny because I think I am a little too loud on stream, you know? He's like, he doesn't come over and want to sit in my lap when I'm on stream. But, you know, if I'm just sitting here and working or whatever, then he'll come and sit on my... He's become such a lap baby. Okay. I know of a guy that has birds, got engaged, invited his long-distance partner to move in with him, but then her dog killed a wild bird. Oh, no! And they just ended their whole relationship because they couldn't trust their pets around each other. I'm gonna be honest, like... we keep talking about getting a cat behaviorist. We are gonna need a cat behaviorist because, like... these two are not getting along well. It's weird because like, so for example, I can get like those little like cat pouches, you know, and I can feed both of them, like, you know, alternate between both of them with no barrier, so that they're basically like they're doing the little nose kisses, they're kind of like getting into each other's faces, they're like sniffing each other, they're doing all of that when we have like food, right? It's when there's nothing there, when there's no like and they'll even lay on opposite sides of the fence and like bat at each other, you know, playfully. So it's like, yeah, they do still in some ways like each other. It's just that when there's no barrier, then Talos will like, either Talos will stalk Hermes, or Hermes will run away and prompt Talos to chase him, and then they'll fight. So, you know, we have to figure something else out. Okay, wait, so Leonard, what did Leonard give me? What is this? Oh, wait, did you show this to Resi at some point? Or no, Chris?
I could call up my mom and be like, hey mom, what's your experience with menopause? And she would just lay it out for me. She would tell me about the hormonal changes and the loss of bone density and stuff like that. And I would be like, wow, that sounds like it's hard. And she would say, yeah, it was an adjustment. She wouldn't be like, oh, I can't talk to you about gross stuff, even though literally you're made of my eggs and your dad's cum, and I squeezed you out of my pussy 34 years ago. It's biology, man. It's just skin and bone and flesh and tendons and sinews and muscles and mucus, man. What do you think you're made of, bozo? It's the same shit. Stop. A stork brought me down. A stork in a little blue bindle. They put me on my parents' doorstep. My dad definitely wasn't hitting it from the back with a fistful of her hair.
Jesus!
And he was going, where should I do it? And she was like, do it inside. And then he was like, are you sure? And then, come on, man, we're all adults here. But grandpa was just hitting the missionary, no big deal. Oh, so you like imagining
baby birds,
grandma like nose to nose while he's bumping up against her damn cervix, just looking into each other's eyes, saying I love you and stuff like that, whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears. Every once in a while he like leans down and kisses her on the neck and she moans lightly in his ear.
Jesus Christ!
Grandparents getting down with that, you sick fuck. I'm not asking you to like imagine it in vivid detail. That's your subconscious surfacing that for you. I'm simply saying they did it. Probably.
I want to make Resi watch this so badly.
Probably did.
That's amazing. No, please do not autoplay.
For the most part. I think that this is behavior.
I literally said cancel. Do not autoplay. What the fuck? Anything on this channel pique your interest? What is this? Into the Shadows? Wait, hold on a second. Don't I know this channel? I feel like I've heard of this channel. Ooh, this looks like a good channel. Wait, I saw something about, wait, money and power. Ooh. Okay, here. I'm gonna subscribe. And L, my new king. They fought with Mama Max? Wait, who fought with Mama Max? Who fought with Mama? Oh, that's right. Is this the channel? No, wait, hold on. I'm thinking of like... Who am I thinking of? Someone else, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, though, I will say, I think instead of doing like reacts now, I mean, I did mean for this to be a shorter stream. I don't mind having it be like, you know, chilling with chat and shit, and then going and having dinner, and we'll probably, I'll probably do, I wouldn't mind doing book club today, probably like at around 10. They made a weird "you're not woke enough" video on them. Well, you know what? I'm trying to remember if that was some other, like, wasn't that a channel about like some native person, like Wendigo or something? Please don't get deported by ICE. No. See, you know what's funny is that, like, me, I'm not gonna get deported by ICE, right? Wendigoon. That's right. That's who it was. It was Wendigoon. But this Into the Shadows sounds suspiciously familiar to, like it sounds related to that, right? Yet, I mean, okay, you know what's funny is that, like, I'm an American citizen now, right? I don't think I don't think he can take the citizenship away from me. Not something that would be held up by the courts, right? You know what I mean? Like, on one hand, yeah, okay, he's doing things that, like, nobody thought that would ever be done, right? But on the other hand, he is trying, but, like, so for example, like, the whole birthright thing, like, that got like, that's already been stopped by, like, a Reagan appointed judge. The last video they made was fucking hilarious. Oh, the bat school bombing? I don't know if these men are gonna survive this administration. Wait, which men? Oh, like the judges? I don't know. Can Trump get rid of judges like that? I know he can. I know, like, the judges can be appointed, but can they be... Oh, the elites? Weren't they gonna stop Native Americans from having citizens? Well, yeah, but that was the, if I'm understanding that correctly, like, that was the thing that, the court stopped. Here, let me pull that up real quick. USCIS. No. Reddit. Aha, here it is. Stuff is moving so fast the last few days I can't keep track, yeah. Okay, so this was, when was this? This was yesterday, right? No, stop. A federal judge in Seattle blocked temporarily President Donald Trump's attempt to rescind birthright citizenship. I like this. I actually really like this. This made me feel a little better after everything, right? Senior U.S. District Judge John Coffenauer on Thursday was blistering in his criticism of Trump's action as he granted a temporary restraining order that blocks Trump's executive order from taking effect nationwide. I've been on the bench for 4 decades. I can't remember another case where the question presented is as clear as this one is. This is a blatantly unconstitutional order, Coffenauer, an appointee of Ronald Reagan, said from the bench. There are other times in world history where we look back and people of goodwill can say, where were the judges, where were the lawyers? Coffenauer, speaking to a standing room only courtroom in downtown Seattle, interrupted before Brett Shoemate, a Justice Department attorney, could even complete his first sentence. In your opinion, is this executive court order constitutional? He asked. Said Shoemate, it absolutely is. Frankly, I have difficulty understanding how a member of the bar could state unequivocally that this is a constitutional order, Coffenauer said. It just boggles my mind. Shumate? I don't know. That's how you say it. I just heard revoke birthright citizenship and Bean saying, I really like this. Oh no! No, I just like this part, right? Like, in your opinion, is this executive order constitutional? It is. Frankly, I have difficulty understanding how a member of the bar could state. Yeah. Emphasis on shu. Oh, shu. Shumata? Shumata? I heard it on a video. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so, you know, the executive order will remain blocked for at least 14 days while lawsuits in Washington and elsewhere proceed. Washington will next seek a preliminary injunction from Am I saying Coffenauer correctly, though? Which would continue to block the executive order as cases move along. Yep. Yep. Yeah, people on like the USCIS subreddit are freaking the fuck out. It's really sad. It really is sad. Kavanaugh? Can we give this some attention? What is this?
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Oh god, this guy, dude. This fucking guy. W Judge, yeah, W Judge. I mean, it gives me a little bit of hope that, you know, even older judges are gonna draw the line somewhere. This guy. Don't worry, the world thought you were all stupid even before Bush. Listen. I mean, I know America is very much bashed on, right? And like, yeah, it's not looking good, but I like to think we have some good judges. Like, remember that judge that sent, do y'all remember that judge that like gave the beatdown on that January 6th woman? Show the Wick version of that? Oh my god, yes. Here, hold on, let me bring it up. Holy fuck, dude. Wick. Where is it? Where is it? Can I even... Oh, I scrolled up too far. Okay, I'm just gonna download it real quick.
My heart goes out to you, ladies and gentlemen. My heart
Wait, can y'all
goes
hear
out
that?
to you.
Could y'all hear that? Fucking Wick, dude. I love that clip so... Dude. You know what's the best part about it, though? The best part is like, oh my god, listen, okay? The best part is that I actually went to Twitter to go and retweet something that Wick had said because I thought it was funny, alright? Let me see, okay? Let me find it, okay? I think I'll find it the easiest if I just look at my... How do you... No, stop. How do you go to your own page? No, I just want to go to my page, please. Okay, so I went to Twitter to retweet this because I thought this was pretty funny. Okay, and then I had to scroll down to find it, right? And fucking Wick out here, Wick reposting. Did anybody else accuse President Macron of being a Nazi? Because apparently Macron did something sort of similar. Like, what the fuck? It's broken his already broken brain. Did you see the Tate video? What Tate video? Oh no. When Wick is wrong about something, he's so wrong. Yeah, no. Listen. despite everything, I still like Wick, okay? I know that's very controversial. I know I can be a bad judge of character sometimes, but I still like him, okay? But like, goddamn, when he decides to double down on something, does your heart go out to him? Oh god. Wick is fine, he's harmless. Here's the thing: is I don't think he's like. I wouldn't call him like harmless. I know what you mean when you say he's harmless, right? I know what you mean when you say he's harmless. I wouldn't say that he's like entirely harmless though, right? Because I think that who was it that I was talking to? Who was saying this? That like Wick could potentially be like a Piers Morgan type of character, you know? Gracklehead mod, by the way. Hey, listen, remember whose fault it is that Grackle is head mod, okay? I never liked Wick, he always rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I understand that. He did promote that fascist guy's book one. Yeah, see, that's like one example. That's like one really good example of when he's like, actually, no, this is actually harmless. Not harmless, this is harmful. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to like have the guy on, talk to him, push back on his ideas, and do a job that's not like a great job. You know what I mean? I think that there's like one kind of harm there that's like, okay, this is not, you know, this is arguable. This is like harmful in a platforming sense. In one sense, if you're not capable of like adequately arguing against their points, right? Or if you like come out of that debate looking stupid because you don't know how to argue against their points. That's one thing. It's another thing entirely when you're like also like, hey, yeah, this guy wrote a book. Go check it out. You know? He's a toe-seeking missile. He gave us Botkin's voice though, so I could forgive him. You know what's the funniest part about Botkin's voice, right? The greatest moment of the whole Botkin's voice thing for me was when we watched that video on Kids recently, and like some chatter was like, hey, like Botkin sounds exactly like this guy. Right? And it made me realize there are people who like watch Kid who have they don't know who Wick is, and they think like, oh, Wick is like ripping off Botkin's voice. You know? That's amazing, Tree. I love that. Oh god. Okay, I don't believe in the platforming arguments. I trust the audience aren't morons and can't see through it. Here, let me put a pin in that point, Testy, because I do want to come back to that. But also, what is this? Blue sky. Juniper? Oh. Oh, what's this?
My heart goes out to you, ladies and gentlemen. My heart
Nazis all admitting that it was a Nazi salute and that they all want to normalize it, but the media is spending time debating whether it was an awkward gesture or not. Let's see it.
My heart goes out to all of you. You know, I'm kind of thinking we should bring the Nazi salute back.
Wow.
Because the people we've been arguing with for the last 4 years have no interest in objective truth.
Holy.
Hail SpaceX.
Wow. Holy shit, dude. This is actually crazy because I feel like... Wait, let me listen to this again.
My heart goes out to all of you. You know, I'm kind of thinking we should bring the Nazi salute back. Because the people we've been arguing with for the last 4 years have no interest in objective truth.
You know what's really funny? I feel like he's like right on the money here, but like what he's saying is, yeah, we might as well bring it back because everyone's just gonna fucking argue. Yeah, like what the bro? He's on the money there. Like they could just bring it back and we would sit there and have debates on whether it was like, you know, new dog whistle. It's not even a dog whistle. It's like literally the dog. The actual dog. Oh my god. No, that's true. I mean, that's true. Honestly, I wonder what Wick would think about this clip. Has anyone tweeted this at him? And this is the thing is that, like, and I'll say this is something that does annoy me very much about Wick, right? Like, because I have seen people who have had their minds changed, or like at least they're like willing to like concede that they might be wrong, right? And like they'll cook on it a little bit and then you know, come back to it later and be like, yeah, okay. I mean, I feel like I do that a lot. Or at least that's what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Because I will get very defensive in the moment, and then later I'll be like, okay, yeah, no. Okay, wait. See as live a political party and its platform? Well, yeah. Okay, it's not the Dark Crystal, it's the ship horn. Did you see what I shared? And also, Turtle, have you seen what they did at this Gigafactory in Berlin? No. Yes, here, I will look at both of those links. Let me look at this first real quick. What is this?
Thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
A provocative protest has taken place at Tesla's Gigafactory near Berlin, where activists projected controversial imagery onto the building's exterior. The display, organized by the crowd-funded activist group led by donkeys, showed Tesla CEO Elon Musk appearing to perform a Nazi salute. Slogans such as Heil Tesla and Boycott Tesla, styled to mimic Tesla's branding, were also projected onto the massive facility. This visual spectacle forms part of a broader campaign criticizing Musk's alleged ties to far-right ideologies and his growing influence on global affairs. In collaboration with the politically charged art group Center for Political Beauty, the activists extended their campaign to social media platform X, ironically owned by Musk himself.
Okay, for a moment I thought that this was a protest that was... I'm sorry. I thought this was a protest that was like unironically people are like, okay, hey, we're just gonna say Heil Tesla, you know what I mean?
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
What?
Posts accused the billionaire of empowering extremist ideologies and called on consumers to reject Tesla products, declaring, "Don't buy a Tesla." The
you
Tesla
think that because
Gigafactory,
No, I thought that because of the Heil Tesla. Come on, Ergi.
cornerstone of the company's European operations, became the symbolic backdrop for this high-profile protest.
Because that'd
the
be a good
activists
reason.
aim to spark public debate about Musk's political associations and their potential consequences, urging consumers to consider the ethical implications of supporting Tesla. Through bold projections and an online campaign, they're challenging the brand's image and calling for accountability.
I mean, the accountability is not gonna happen, right? Okay, let's look at this. What is this? I know if this is the tweet that I'm thinking about, yeah, no, this is exactly the tweet that I was like thinking about when yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, what is this? It's only a Nazi salute when Elon Musk does it. When Tim Walz does it, then it's just a hand gesture. What did he do? Let's look at it. The fucking clown music. Okay, let's see it. He taps his chest and it's a fucking palm out symbol. Good job, guys. That's totally the same thing as a Nazi salute. All right. That's totally the same thing. Humor is the fastest way to defeat these people. They can't stand being mocked. Laughing, crying emoji. Why don't you just explain what your point was instead of laughing off at jokes? As a Tesla owner and shareholder myself, you have always been an inspiration to me, but now I'm not so sure anymore. Everyone, don't do that. Elon Musk, that. Okay, this is a good meme though. I want this meme form. Hold on, I want this meme format. I'm just gonna like open that picture for later. I like this meme format. This is great. Holy, this is great. Why does Dave Rubin still exist? Nobody likes him. Oh, fuck his baby Hitler. I'm just glad Americans will be Googling these jokes and learning some history. Himmler is an easy one, but I doubt many non-Brits know of Hess. That's a good point. I don't know of Hess, unfortunately. Oh, fuck his baby Hitler. He's baby Hitler. This is a test. Oh, do you mean like this is a test, or are you actually testing something? The funniest comment that I saw about this was that he probably like AI generated these, right? Rudolf Hess was Hitler's lapdog. Oh, gotcha. Said he would disappear if Trump got reelected. Who would disappear? Also, did y'all see that thing about dude? Did y'all see that thing about Fauci? Holy shit, dude. This is like, I'm sorry, I know I'm like doomering a little bit. Did y'all see that thing about Fauci?
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, sir. Do you have a comment?
No, I think, when you work for government, at some point your security detail comes off. And, you can't have them forever. So I think it's very standard. If it would be for somebody else, you wouldn't be asking the question. The question is very fair. But, you work for government. We took some off other people, too. But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you worked for government.
Would you feel partially responsible if something were to happen to, say, Dr. Fauci or John Bolton?
No. They all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security, too.
Holy fuck, dude.
All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
Oh,
this
shit.
morning.
Wait, okay, I don't care. I'm so sorry, Glitterbell. I just saw, I don't know why the YouTube comments didn't show up. I don't know if you're still here, Glitterbell, but what is this? What's the new EO? Do you have a link or something? I can look it up in a second if you don't. What is... Beans, you must flee America. No, dude. This is the thing. I can't panic just yet. I can't panic just yet. Did you see him on Hannity yapping about Biden, and then Hannity asked about the economy and he says, I don't care. I mean, that's not super surprising to me, right? Like, that's not super surprising. He doesn't care about the economy. He only cares about, like, getting in, right? That's all he wanted. He got that. Now he's like, fuck it. But this is like, this to me is like, it's so sad too, because you absolutely know if I hope this man leaves the country. This is the thing. Fauci actually needs to leave the country. I'm not joking. Like, me, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I'll be okay, right? I'll be okay. But Fauci, dude. Like, the thing is that, like, even though I'm gonna, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm upset, and I'm obviously affected, right? But, like, I'll be okay coping. No, like, the thing is, I'll actually be okay, because, like, for me, it's just, I'm just losing my job. I'm not about to like lose like actual rights, you know what I mean? For me it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have like a hard time like figuring out what my next step is, or like worst case scenario for me, if I don't get a job like right away, or like if it takes me a while, right, it just means that I have to like live with I'm not living with my parents, because usually what happens is that I go stay with my parents when I'm like in my work city. And it just means that I'd be home, like I'd be here for the weekends, and like that's gonna really suck. It's gonna suck for Mr. Beans, but it's not like I don't have like I don't have healthcare, or I mean, even that's kind of scary, but like, it's not the same thing at all. Like they're not gonna be able to take away Mr. Bean's like immigration status. He came here he can't, like, we applied, he has a spousal visa, right? Like, he has a green card because of me, and I'm a citizen through and through. They can't take away my citizenship. Right, even if they tried. But, like, all I'm losing, basically, right now, all I'm losing is, like, I mean, I'm just losing my, like, job security, if that makes sense. You know? And, like, I'm gonna be, and, like, this is the thing that, like, actually upsets me, right? Glad you haven't been deported yet. Oh, rip job. Yeah, no, hey, Anarchy. No, it's not even rip job. It's not like by the way, nobody's firing me, right? Nobody's firing me. My, like, actual, like, I'm not a federal worker, so my rights haven't been, like, technically reduced. Have you heard anything from your boss yet? Oh yeah, no, I have already. I have. Here, I'll pull it up. Let me not bring up my email on stream. Employees are on at least paid leave. Yeah, no, I'm not a DEI worker, right? Like, fuck, they rip the DEI workers. Holy rip the DEI workers. Here, let's see if I can I open this in, like, a open a new window. I'm just making sure this doesn't, like, dox me, right? Okay, yeah, here it is. It's like literally the thing, right? So basically it says, as Secretary Rubio stated in his January 2nd ALDAC, thank you for all for your service to the nation. The United States will not be able to win the battle for this 21st century. Okay, alright. Without a strong U.S. Department of State, our mission is critical to achieving a strong, safe, and prosperous nation for generations to come. On January 20th, 2025, President Trump signed a presidential memorandum requiring heads of all departments and agencies to terminate remote work arrangements and require employees to return to work in person at their respective duty stations on a full-time basis. The department's intention is to fully comply with the presidential memorandum. We must strive for 100% in-office attendance to further the critical mission of the department. So basically, yeah, it's not even for my boss. This is like department. This is like agency-wide. This is not like, this is basically, well, I mean, you could say technically Rubio is my boss, right? It's from the head of the agency. Also, welcome in, Katana 1988. Welcome in. All existing telework arrangements, except situational telework or any similar provisions, would be terminated for all employees, whether based domestically or overseas, and whether foreign service, civil service, appointment eligible family member, or locally employed staff, when not contrary to local labor law. That's so, like, it's so crazy that they're... anyways. Existing domestic employee teleworking overseas will remain in place until the conclusion of those sponsoring employees' assignment overseas. Now, this is actually good for people who don't really who aren't in this agency at all. This is actually good. The way that they worded this is actually good because, and I think they had to word it this way because there's no way that they could have changed this, right? Those on telework arrangements are expected to return to their respective offices in person by March 1st, 2025. Like, those on remote work arrangements are expected to return to their respective offices in person by July 1st, 2025. Like, this is what's crazy, right? Because the thing is, these people who are on telework arrangements, this is the group that I'm in. I'm in that group. So for me, March 1st is the date. For people who's, if you're a person with a remote work arrangement, that means your duty station is your house. Like, you literally you could be living in an entirely different state or an entirely different country, right? So for them to return to their respective offices in person by July 1st is like bonkers. It's bonkers. Even July 1st is absolutely bonkers, right? This policy shall not apply to existing reasonable accommodations for individuals with disabilities, subject to 3 FAM 3670, or any other arrangement required by law or binding settling agreement. Any new requests for telework or remote work arrangements are as part of reasonable accommodations of for individuals with disabilities that GTM anticipates approving after this LDAC must receive approval from the Undersecretary for Management. That means, like, if you're a disabled person, if you have a disability and you like have like an outstanding thing, right? Then you have to go through a whole nother level of approval. Yeah. No, I did see that. I did see that too. Aeon. Hey Taylor, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. I really do. Say your femaleness means you can't drive. No, like, this is the thing, is like, you can't, like, this is not something that, like, even, like, this was, the thing is that, like, my boss was like, even the way she put it to me, it was like, even with medical, like, even the medical accommodation, like, she did not seem optimistic, you know? Yeah, that's it. Like, that's it. You know? So, I can't, I don't have a choice. I asked what ChatGPT what to do about Nazis, and it just suggested things. Oh god. It's just like, you know, just become disabled. No, it's not gonna. The government literally doesn't have the space for a bunch of workers. This is reaping of the federal government couple. Oh no, this is the thing, is like, okay, it's crazy. Well, see, this is the thing. With my department specifically, where I work, we have the space. The space is not the problem. Like, we've all had cubicles that were, at least, like, my desks, very specifically, right? Very specifically, my agency and my location and my desk, as in, like, my team. Yeah, I'm gonna move the lurkers real quick. Like, that's not a problem. This is not a problem because we've had the space. It's not, like, the space is not the issue, right? What's the issue is that, like, first of all, it's not true that it would improve productivity, right? We're not, our space isn't gonna get sold off or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're on a complex. Like, we're not, like, I have no, like, I think what the conditions that apply to some other places don't necessarily apply to us. We've always had that space. Like, a lot of people were working in person before COVID, you know? The thing is, they just want to reduce the size of the federal government. And it's like, it's really sad because, like, especially where I work and what I do, like, we've finally gotten to the point where our backlog is, like, so, like, it's low now, right? Like, especially over COVID, we had, like, such a fucking huge backlog, and we serve a lot of people. We serve all of the foreign service, like, officers, like, everybody who's abroad, all of the Department of State, like, retirees. This is who we serve, right? And we had a fucking backlog, like, a mile long. And we finally got to the point where we cleared the backlog. We're dealing with cases, like, daily, more or less, you know? We're finally at the point where, like, every single day I'll talk to, like, an annuitant who says, like, I've been the most helpful person they talked today, or, like, you know, they're so glad they got to speak to an actual person, you know, like, oh, I've been calling around Social Security and I've been doing all these things, and, like, you're the first person who's, like, explained this to me in a clear manner. And I'm just sitting here doing my job, by the way, you know? I'm not super special when it comes to being extra helpful or something like that. I'm literally just doing my job. You know? Sure, you could say I'm being nicer than, I mean, you could maybe even say that, I don't know. But like, you know, my desk is a good desk. So for me to get somebody who says like, oh, you're being helpful, like that actually does bring like some happiness to me. So that I am sad about my job. I'm gonna be honest. But, you know. It's not gonna be forever, I don't think. Like, the thing is that, I really only have to find something, because I think I would want to go back into the government, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cry, it's true. But it's not been easy. It's really stupid because like, what's happening? Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm okay. Mr. P just came out like, what the fuck's going on? My favorite work was with government. Yeah, no, like that's the thing. Is like it's so weird to say that like, oh, this is like, you know, federally. Like this is like it was helpful. It's not even a huge like position or anything. I'm not making like a ton of money, right? You don't make a ton of money working for the federal government. If I were to be and I'm not even a direct hire, I'm a contractor, right? If you're a direct hire, then you're on a fixed salary schedule. You don't make big bucks, you know? Are you okay? I'm fine, Turtle. I'm just like a little sad because of my job. Basically, I have to leave my job. That will pick you up in a heartbeat. Yeah, no, I'm not like, you know, I'm a little optimistic. I'm hopeful that like I can find something, you know. And realistically speaking, like the thing is that I technically still have job security. You know, nothing's actually like nobody's forcing me out in the traditional sense, right? Like I wasn't affected by the people who I don't think, and like, you know, I wasn't affected by the people who became like Schedule F or whatever it is. Whatever it is. It literally was... Yeah, go ahead. It literally was that the fact that like my telework is being taken away, the reason that's bad is because I live in a different city now. Right? That's why. That's literally it. Use all your sick days and PTO. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'll get a leave payout. You know what I mean? I'm not so worried about that. Either I'd use it or I'd get a leave payout. I mean, it just sucks that I can't like, you know, I can't progress within the department. Like I can't progress in my job the way I would have wanted to, or I wouldn't want to be a direct hire, because what's the point? You know what I mean? Go do a crypto rug and pull, steal office alive. I think it's just a slap in the face. That's really what it is. It just feels like a slap. Like it feels like, you know, it'd be one thing if it were like, okay, you are not doing anything, you know? Or like, you're a bad section, or you don't actually help people or you're inefficient, like, you know, but we have metrics. We've met them. You know, we help people literally every day. Should have been Testy instead. Jesus. Do we need to get by? Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm hoping. I am optimistic that, like, you know, hopefully in 2 years we can like start seeing some things. And if I'm being honest, you know, the executive order for the telework thing is probably going to get challenged by the unions, right? Like, already one union has said that they're going to challenge it. But the thing is that first of all, I'm not a direct hire, so I'm not protected by a union. All I can kind of hope for is that, like, the legal challenge would like put the executive order on hold, if that makes sense. But the thing is, and you know, I don't know if you were here for this, okay? Like, I mean, oh no, wait, no, stop, no, Wick, no, stop, no, Wick. Fucking Wick. No, go away. This, right? So like this was the so basically the memorandum essentially gave every agency until like basically close of business on Friday, like today, to put out their updated telework order. And so, you know, so this is the policy that was put out by my agency. So, like, the thing is that even if the executive order was put on hold because of like a legal challenge or something, this will probably not change necessarily. You know, or at least it won't change for me, especially, right? Because this is the official like agency memorandum, but I'm a contractor, so my contracting company, absolutely, they're gonna follow suit with this. They've always followed suit with. Don't let fucking debate board tell you anything else, okay? He tried to fucking one guy me and say, oh yeah, you're a contractor, this wouldn't apply. Yes, it absolutely fucking does apply to me. I'd vote for you and Eddie to enter government. I missed that. Oh yeah, yeah, when I went back to the scene, it like played the thing immediately. He one guy kid for like 2 hours over one paragraph of an EO. Jesus. Next, can we get a testy stream of him crying when Pierre Poilievre gets elected and cuts his healthcare? Oh no. And Canadians just become poor Americans without guns. Y'all aren't gonna get Poilievre, are you? Kid didn't realize it was 2 hours, now he's banned on site. Honestly, I want to find that part of the stream and watch it again. I want to see what specifically he gets one guide on, you know? He's a huge fave right now. Really? I didn't know he was a fave. He's probably gonna win next election. Oh shit, dude. Oh no. I'll pray for y'all. I'll pray for your souls. But yeah. This is rough. My plan B is out the window. Wait, what do you mean plan B? Oh yeah, Canada? No, yeah, no. Canada's not looking good either, honestly. Like, I like half jokingly asked Mr. Beans, like, can we go back to Canada? Can the next book club be looking through Indeed and crying? Yes. Unironically, I'm not gonna lie, like, after stream, that's what I'm just gonna be doing, is, like, going, trawling through, like, Indeed. So absolutely, we can. After I have dinner, I'm not lying. At least, I will be on there doing just that. Yo, Chudley, thank you for the 27 months.
Can I go back to where I came from, Bat Despair?
Wait, where did you come from, Chudley? Any Aussies in here? Are you guys not acting wild? Apparently not. Unless Elon Musk gets unless Elon Musk you know, succeeds in like meddling. Globally there's a right-wing resurgence, not great, yeah. I missed him on Kid 2, probably a good thing, really. I'm itching to test federal anti-stochastic terror laws. Oh, yeah, no, you know what's funny? Okay, I'm gonna... Hey, and okay, yo, thank you for the resub, I appreciate it. Don't sub to me just because I'm crying, please don't do that, but I do appreciate it.
Here, GRT yourself for McDonald's ice cream conwa.
What? Get yourself an... Oh, okay, I will. Oh, I meant you. Okay. Oh, I see what. Oh, yeah, you mean like me and Sri Lanka. You know what's funny is that Sri Lanka. No, I wouldn't want to go live in Sri Lanka. Yo, Taylor, thank you for the gift. I'm serious. Do not get subs just because I'm crying. Don't be soft. Milk these cows. No, don't do it. Do not do it. No, Ty, stop. What do you... Also, wait. My bits bird animation does like...
I felt obligated to sub because of the crying.
No, Turtle, stop. No. It's not because you're crying, it's because you... Well, okay, yeah, that... I don't mind. Listen, that's fine. And Tyson Mine, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. I can't see it. I can't stand to see a woman cry. Close this tab. It's really funny. The last time I cried on stream, I have cried on stream before, by the way. It was when I played that Venba game, if y'all remember that. And like, I remember I was like sitting here and like crying, and Twitch chat isn't loading. Wait, what do you mean? I remember sitting here and like I was crying, and I look up. And I see Mr. Beans in the background, like, eating food out of a container and just, like, he had the biggest fucking grin on his face. Oh my god. But only 2 messages, then it disappeared. That's crazy. Yeah, no, he was having the fucking time of his life. Like, eating leftovers straight out of the plastic container and, like, laughing his ass off. He was like, this is the best dream. Oh my god. That's why he like came in and poked his head in. He wanted to make sure I was like actually crying. Literally best light, yeah. But like this is the thing is like even with all of that, even with me and my like sad sack state of affairs, like I really would be fine, you know. I'm way more concerned for like everybody else who actually, you know, like all the people who are gonna get deported and all the trans people who aren't gonna have their health care and like shit like that, you know. So like, see, I'm not joking when I say like, you know, I do appreciate the support, but I feel like there's gonna be other people who need it way more, you know. So that's kind of it, really. Because like this is the stupid thing. Like, we could if things got bad, we could go to Canada. Yeah, absolutely. It would suck and it would eat into our savings, but we could do it. We are in that sense we are like privileged. Did something new happen with the trans healthcare? I don't know, Ties. I saw Glitterbell saying something about a new executive order Here, let me look it up real quick. Wait, this is from 2 days ago. Is there something new? We are all women? Yeah, I know that. What is... Okay, that's 4 days ago. Does anybody have this? I don't think Glitterbell is in chat anymore on YouTube, so I can't actually tell. Now we have to shit on our hands, and we are not allowed to wash. That's what she said, but I don't know. Be all to just in time for the Great Unification War. Also hydrate. Okay, yeah, here. Go get some water. If it was a few days ago, I probably haven't seen. Well, see, that's the thing is that like I think this might be a new thing, but when I just like very quickly looked it up, I didn't see it. You know what was the funniest thing too was that like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it. You know what was the worst? Well, kind of the worst part about this for me was that I found out. Because of like Deez, because Deez said something where he was like, he basically was like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear about whatever, like, you know. Here we go. He said, rip Beans' job. And then I was like, wait, did something happen and I didn't know, Pepela? Or are you just saying a general RIP? And he's like, I just watched him sign an executive order for all federal workers to immediately return to in-office work. Oh my god. What a way to find... Yeah, right? I mean, I don't blame Deez at all. Deez nuts. Yeah. Typical doomer kid chatter. I love the new arc. Oh yeah. I don't know if you remember my GF, but she's very much like you and Brewer. We are stuck in immigration papers right now. Fucking kill. I'm so sorry, Anna-K. Anna-K, remind me what's the process y'all are doing? Are y'all doing I-130? The new arc is funny. I do like the new arc. Ooh, hype chest. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of... Oh no. This could mean something, right? I-129. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. K1. K1. I have to re-look that up, I think. This feels ominous, dude. That little batter guy is a little... just a little... makes you feel a certain way, you know? But yeah, again, I'm hoping 2 years... I hope in 2 years we can, like, turn it around a little bit, you know? I think I would like to go back to like the federal service eventually, you know, if I can. Maybe not my same job, but you know what, like, this is the thing is like, it is a good time to move on and like work on other skills, you know. maybe get a degree, like do something that I can, you know, just improve myself at that point. And like, I am going to stand to make more money from the private sector. I mean, you could argue that I'm already kind of in the private sector, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, my pay is not like super competitive or anything. We're a contractor to the government. Become a professional Dark Souls player, dude. Imagine if my reaction to all this was become a full-time creator. Holy shit. I've been forced to leave jobs before. Hold on. I hate the beep. I hate the air fryer beeps. I've been forced to leave jobs before, and the uncertainty always sucks, but ultimately I've never regretted it because I got further opportunity and experience. The liberal cons got in most services here in labor, despite the press, etc., building it steadily. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a whole yeah, go ahead. I have a whole, like, I'm trying to put together a video essay where I like talk about specifically the postal service and like how Republicans basically fucked it over. And like the postal service is like something that like I care about too, so it is, I just have to get over my fucking ADHD and like actually put it together, you know what I mean? Or whatever, my procrastination. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like, don't cut shit that helps people. Like, it's just as simple as that. Like, but yes, that being said, you know, I am taking this opportunity to like go ahead and announce that you know, starting on March 1st, 2025, all my mods will be required to report in person to work. So that does include you, Grackle, whenever you watch this. Thank God I'm no longer a mod. True. Also, yes, and okay. Batter up. Yep, batter up. Get ready. You have a little over a month to prepare. That should be plenty of time, right? Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Okay, wait, what is this? Oh, nice. The Mexican government, Mexico refuses to accept a U.S. deportation flight. Oh, wow. Wow, they actually went through with like a whole crackdown thing and they denied a U.S. military plane access to land Thursday. At least, oh my god, wait, dude, are you serious? Yeah, it's begun already. I didn't even know this was as far as it had gotten, right? Imagine this was what got Grackle to leave his state. Oh my, I'll join elbows here as a special extradition operation of Elon and Trump. Holy shit, dude. Okay, wait, we'll look at this, okay? Mexico denied a U.S. military plane access to land Thursday, at least temporarily frustrating the Trump administration's plans to deport immigrants to the country, according to two U.S. defense officials and a third person familiar with the situation. Two Guatemala-bound Air Force C-17s carrying about 80 people apiece flew deportees out of the U.S. Thursday night, the sources said. The third flight slotted for Mexico never took off. It is not immediately clear why Mexico blocked the flight, but tensions between the U.S. and Mexico, neighbors and longtime allies, have risen since Donald Trump won the November election. Trump has threatened to slap 25% across-the-board tariffs on Mexico in retaliation for migrants crossing the border the countries shared, but he has not yet put them in effect. A White House official said in a text message that the flight sting was an administrative issue and was quickly rectified. What does that mean? Does that mean that they eventually got through? The Mexican embassy did not immediately return a request for comment. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, Sheinbaum, government has said that it opposes Trump taking unilateral action to implement restrictive immigration standards, including the reinstatement of a Remain in Mexico policy that forces migrants to stay in that country while they await adjudication of asylum claims. Flying deportees into a foreign country requires the cooperation of that nation's government, and Mexico declined to give its consent. On Friday, Guatemala received 3 flights from the U.S. with Guatemalan nationals who had been sent back to their home country. Wait, so they did receive them? Wait, hold on. A spokesperson for the Guatemalan Migration Institute told NBC News that 2 of Friday's flights were on military aircraft and the other was on a non-military plane. The total number of Guatemalans who arrived in Guatemala City from the 3 flights was about 265. He vowed to stop illegal immigration into the U.S. and pursue a campaign of mass deportation of undocumented immigrants already living in the country. In addition to the flights, he has enlisted the military to beef up its presence on the border with an additional 1,500 crew. Man, why? How did this turn into fucking like literal Karen hunts Mexicans? Like, how did this fucking happen, dude? How did tomorrow's teachings like go ahead and predict the future? They already hit 3 colleges and multiple food joints and apartments where I live in, and I'm in a sanctuary state that hates ICE. That's crazy, and okay, that's fucking insane. Detention yeah. The French, when they were spicy, used to run ops in foreign countries, chuck the targets in diplomatic mail bags, and forcefully kidnap them back to France. Well, yeah, no, I know that they're separate countries, but I guess my question is... no, wait, okay. Hold on, no. My question is... Mexico denied them, but then Guatemala received... Okay, that's why you're saying that. Apparently, India is taking like 15k immigrants back. Oh, it's 18k. Well, you see, I just couldn't vote for Hillary. Yeah, well... The thing is that... Like... You know... It's funny because like Hillary, like I already don't give them a pass. Well, okay, no, hold on. I can somewhat see the I can even if I don't necessarily excuse it, I can somewhat see the 2016 votes. You know, like I can somewhat see it. I think most people. I think there's a good chunk of people who thought it was a fucking joke. You know, like the whole protest vote, you know, like, yeah, it's just like the fucking Brexit. Like, we didn't think it was actually gonna happen, you know, like that's just stupidity, you know, that like truly is in my mind like ignorance and just straight up ignorance. But like, you can't say you don't know. You can't say that you didn't know what was coming now. You can't say that now. Like, there's absolutely no excuse. If you voted for Trump this time around, you knew what you were voting for. You know? Like... And, yeah, this is what you're voting. And like, all of us are gonna suffer, right? All of us are gonna suffer. All of this because the DNC didn't want to let Bernie win, and it had to be it's our turn bullshit instead of what people wanted. Like, look, I mean, I know the Democratic Party is like in a very bad place right now. I understand that. Like, I know that. And like honestly, I do want to look forward. I think at some point we are going to, like, I think at some point the Democratic Party is going to be forced to like make a change to how they're running their shit, right? And I think that the problem is that it's going to take a bunch of, like, I think it's going to take a bunch of actual, like, living, breathing people suffering before that point happens. That's the problem. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. That's it. And that's sad too. That is sad too. That it would take that, like, suffering, you know? I watched AOC talk to Jon Stewart. Good watch. I'll watch that, actually, if you have the link to that. If you want to post that, I wouldn't mind. Like, maybe not today, but at some point. Bernie literally advocates for the bare minimum to be an effectively functional state. I mean, I think there are definitely problems. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love to glaze Bernie, but, like, I think that there are issues with Bernie too, right? And, like, I can accept that he's not who the majority of the country or the majority of the Democrats want. That's kind of, at least I don't think so, you know, unfortunately, even though I love him. Name 50. It's an hour. Okay, yeah. Bernie's too old. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that claim anymore, you know? I mean, he's pretty fucking old. There will never be a perfect candidate. No, I don't think so, Headless. I agree that there will never be a perfect candidate. I think what's the problem is that it's not that it's not about a perfect candidate for me. It's about a perfect candidate. It's stupidly enough a perfect candidate for the Dems, right? Like, because they are absolutely I see it as like a complete and utter refusal to come out of the comfort zone. You know, we are like, we're absolutely cocked into like playing into the we're playing into, like, Republicans' hands. We're trying to find somebody who appeals to, like, libs. Libs. Like, literal libs. And I say that as a lib, you know? And more conservative libs, too. Like, we can't, like, because we're not finding somebody who fits that mold, we're freaking out and saying, yeah, no, we need to appeal to the right. We need to appeal to the right. We need to appeal to the right. And again, I say this as somebody who thinks that it's good to appeal to the right at sometimes. Like, fuck, dude. Support Mayor Max. Who's this? Is this a dog? Jesus. Mayor Max. Mayor Max, Maximus Mighty Dog Mueller, was voted into office during an election held on June 11th, 12th, and 13th in Idlewild. Jeez, that's hilarious. Oh, this is really cute, actually. Oh, is this 3 different dogs? Oh, funny. Or is this one dog? I want to appeal to the right. Oh, God. He's a good boy. He does look like a very good boy. What is this? Is this Mayor Max? Oh, God.
If you want a candidate who knows how to fetch votes and sniff out corruption,
oh my God,
look no further than a tiny town in Southern California. That's where Maria Villarreal met the friendliest politician in America.
As candidates await the final results in Iowa.
Yay, Max!
Mayor Max.
Oh my God, that's such a cute puppy.
He stands with voters in Idlewild, California.
Look at all of that fur. You know that whoever Mayor Max lives with, you know their couches are absolutely fucking covered in this fur. Holy shit.
Max.
My God, look at that face. Holy shit, dude.
My favorite politician.
He's won 3 consecutive elections in
That's
this
actually
small,
very fucking
picturesque
cute.
town.
Look at the size of him.
Phyllis Mueller, Max's chief of staff, runs and funds the mayor's office out
Okay,
of
shut up. I want the actual dog. Don't, like, I just want the part with the dog.
Mayor.
How did this even become a thing?
Our animal rescue group
came
up with the idea to have it be a fundraiser where
who's
you
a good mayor?
Vote. The only time that you can actually buy an election.
That's right.
Like most successful mayors,
oh my
Max
God, look at
has
all
a
the chungus
nose for politics.
He looks very fluffy.
He has to wear a tie? Because he's the mayor. Oh, and the mayors have to wear ties?
Yeah. Wait, are there two dogs there?
Uniting people with different political ties is Max's mission.
A lot of people say that they like the...
Man, that's such a good dog too. You know how like dog, you're not just supposed to hug random dogs. You know what I mean? That's not a good idea, or just hug up a random ass dog. So that's a very good boy.
Break from the divisiveness of politics, and they appreciate the lightheartedness of it.
No bones about
I think that is the same dog 3 turns. Yeah, no. I thought it was 3 different dogs, but like, holy shit, look at him. Oh, so cool. Okay, no, go away. I want to see the dog. You know what I mean? Oh God, a mayor that can be bribed by a schmacko then stocks and shit coins. Funny. It is 3 different dogs. Wait, really? No way. I went for a position in an org as a meme, and I told them their only reason to reach across the aisle is to strangle one. Oh my God, Baboof! Holy! Good boy. Yes, you are. What was that? Private military immigrant roundup? Who'd vote for a dog over Trump any day of the week? Listen, Trump is a... yeah, I mean... oh, yeah, okay, here. There were 3 different dogs. Okay, here we go. All 4 dogs shared a common ancestor. Gotcha. Yeah, when you see 2 and 3, you know... It is a title. It's a title that's been held by 3 dogs. In the days where you can't tell who's a Nazi by salutes, you must identify them by broken jaws. Jesus. If I had a nickel for every time a dog became mayor, I would have 2 nickels. Nepotism? Oh my God, yeah, nepotism, right? Just like Sri Lanka, yay! Not anymore, though. Chodle, I feel like you need to tweet. Chodle, I feel like that needs to be a tweet. I think that needs to be you need to tweet that out. Check this Minnesota one. I'm banned from... Bro, really? You're banned from Twitter. Should I post that? Wheel signal boost. Okay, what's this? Oh my God. Holy, look at the fluffer. Look at this fluffer nutter.
I don't know who would run against him.
Shut up! I want the dog. Okay. What kind of dog is that? Holy. Also, this audio is so cancer. That's a mayoral dog right there. We will just need to keep replacing politicians with dogs until shit get... No, stop. Why would you do this to me? Stop. When I get back on Twitter, I'll probably just automate posting the, you can't say... Oh, yeah. Wait, the what? The we... That dog cat civil... Did anybody watch that movie, Cats versus Dogs? Did anybody grow up watching that movie? That was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Whitest kid. Oh, whitest kid, you know. Gotcha. Yeah. Here, I just need to, like, remember that, right? Oh, shit. No, I did not see that, headless. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm assuming you talk about it somewhere in a Discord somewhere, maybe? I don't know where you would have where I would see that. But yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll talk to you later about it. Oh, okay. I'll be honest with kid. Like I'll be there, but then I will fall asleep at some point. And like I'll wake up just in time to like I'll wake up just in time to see like Kid Botkin signing off, you know? There was literally one time where as I was typing in chat like to say good morning or whatever, that's when like the screen went off. Is there a way to OP Grok into logging Elon as a pedo, like private the tweets of a bot network and get a heap of them to post that every... Yeah, he already thinks... Yeah, the Grok is pretty trolly, right? I go to sleep listening kid most days, feels kind of weird. I don't think that's weird, you know? I feel like that's kind of normal, you know? Kid is up too late for me most days. Yeah, he is up late for me. If I end up watching Kid, that is a bad time for me because it means that like I'm up till like 3 a.m. or whatever, you know. It's not great. Alright. I am hungry. I don't want those tater tots getting cold. Mr. Bean's made tater tots, I'm pretty sure. So let's see who we can raid out into. Alright. That's okay, listen, okay. We need oh, I'll come to book club later. Yes, it will be on. Okay, I'm literally just gonna go eat like 30 minutes. I'll be back in book club. If you're not in my Discord, you should probably be in my Discord because we most weeks we do book club at like 9 p.m. Eastern. Most weeks, not every week, but I will be on in like 30 minutes or so. And I mean, I'm just gonna be chilling and like, well, I say chilling, but I am actually gonna be on LinkedIn and just like Indeed and shit, you know. So, you know, let's go to Resi, and we need, okay, here's what we're gonna do, okay? This is gonna be the, what do we say? Address the allegations, Dolphy. Okay, this is gonna be our raid message. I might be a bit more than 30. I mean, I'll be on for a while, so like, you know. So copy that. It's gonna work whether you're a sub or not, so that's good, okay? I will see y'all. Well, hold on. I'll technically be seeing y'all tomorrow. So, you know. I don't know if it'll be like first thing in the morning, but we'll see, okay? I'm gonna try. But yeah, be good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for the support, and like I really do appreciate all of y'all. So you know, yeah. Be good. I'll talk to y'all soon.